going on, Klein and Ally?
Are you ready?
I love Klein and Ally, you little bitch.
Klein and Ally, it's just okay.
Just don't let things bother you too much.
Good morning, everybody.
Hey, what up, Klein and Ally?
Whoa, sweet David Steak, did you see that?
FIFA Klein and Ally show.
Let's get the show started. The show started. The show started.
We are live in Los Angeles. 3, 2, 1. And here we go.
You ruined my hole.
Good reason to get out of bed. Got sleep in my eyes, clouds in my head. I need a shot of something to make my motor go. Yes, I do.
Eggs.
Turn on the Klein and Ally show.
Whoa, that is a giant dong.
Give me some Klein and Ally show.
We have the hurt.
Give me some Klein and Ally show.
Good night.
Get your motor running with the Klein and Ally show. I said, get your motor running with the Klein and Ally show.
Cyclosporosias, a.k.a. exploding ass.
It's Klein Ally Show. 106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County.
The Sonic Pulse of Los Angeles.
This is the world famous KROQ.
Hell yeah, good morning and welcome to a brand new week. It is Monday here on KROQ. We are Klein Ally Show. Pleasure to meet you, or thanks for coming back for more. Some people still recovering from Friday. Some people say that was the weirdest show they ever heard us do.
I just have to say, Friday's show was one of the most wildest, craziest things I've heard in a long time. I think one of my favorite parts was when One-Armed Charlie was trying to impregnate Ally, and you just hear a little voice in the background going, no. It was Vanessa, and you could hear the voice of concern in her voice, and you guys were completely ignoring her. But it was crazy. But again, my favorite part was hearing Vanessa completely worried, hearing her little voice in the background.
Yeah, it was an interesting show to say the least, but Ally was impregnated by a one-armed Gary who now has two arms, although that second arm is a bit wonky.
But it was not impregnated by one-armed Gary or one-armed Charlie, as that person said.
He did give you the final shot of progesterone in your butt, so today Ally is not getting injected.
Oh my God, I feel so happy.
If you've been tuning in for the nudity, I'm sorry. Today is going to be a big disappointment. Ally's pants are going to stay on for the entire show.
You know, I realize that this whole process has been confusing for a lot of people,
Yeah.
and seeing some of the comments on the one-armed Gary shot video that went up yesterday. Someone was like, why is she doing shots again? I don't understand. I thought she got pregnant already. And someone was like, she lost the baby. They're doing it all over again. And I'm like, what? Like, they just don't. They're like,
I know you've explained it to me, Ally. I can't keep up
You don't even know
either.
if I'm pregnant.
And I was trying to explain to someone else what the hell's going on, because now, once you know someone that went through the IVF process and everyone else is in a struggle, you've got to give them that feel-good story. So I was talking to someone who's all bummed out because they just had another fail, I guess.
Oh.
And I said, well, my lesbian co-host has a lesbian wife who put her womb inside of her tummy, and they had forget it, I don't know. And I just gave up. I don't even know what's happening, but I do know that you are pregnant right now. That much I do know.
Are you confirming that with me?
That I'm confirming, I believe, and we're growing. We'll have to check in with your stomach later and see what the baby's saying,
No.
obviously. But other than that...
It's my biggest regret through this whole process is having to hear that bit again.
Don't worry.
Insufferable.
Omar can turn the mics up louder, so if you don't want to participate, we can hear it. But anyway.
Let's talk to the baby.
Ally's pregnant right now, so if you're wondering why she's all emotional and mood swingy, that'll explain it, right?
Yeah, that helps. Thank you so much.
She loves that. The rest of us are not pregnant.
I think we both got bad sleep all weekend for totally different reasons.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I'll talk about my all-nighter in Vegas. Was I successful or not? Some people were thrilled to see me go. I was surprised. I'm always surprised when I end up anywhere. I always assume most plans I make are not going to happen.
Yeah, I know. I saw the video of you just on the plane, and I was like, oh,
I know.
Well, look at that.
Most people are like, whoa, look at that. Guys.
And then I'm equally surprised when you come back. I'm like, look at that. He made it back.
I as well. So we'll get into that a little bit later. Of course, Jake has been apparently getting some nice action on his dating apps ever since Ally went through and fixed them up with Vanessa's help, so we'll see how that's looking. And we've got tickets for you today. Lots of tickets. If you want to go see the Killers, Jack White, Sublime, and more, the new Ocean Way Festival, you'll be at the debut episode of that entire festival happening in Santa Monica on September 26th. We have tickets for you a couple of times today, starting at 9 and then again at 10. And the newest roller coaster in Southern California. You will be on it. That's right. We're sending you to Universal Studios to experience Fast and Furious like never before. So all of that is coming up and so much more. If you need us, phone's open, text line open. Good to be back together again on KROQ. We are Klein Ally Show.
KROQ. Klein Ally Show. Mornings on KROQ. Yeah! KROQ.
KROQ, we are Klein Ally Show.
Good afternoon, Klein and Ally. You guys aren't stupid. You're the greatest show on radio.
And we'll prove that wrong over the next 4 hours together. In a moment, you'll have a chance to take some of Ally's money. And if you want it, I recommend you get on the phones now, 800-520-1067. 5 questions about the news. Do better than Ally and watch her pay the people. Friday, she almost came close to paying out that $500.
I did, yes.
But we gave away some of that sweet limited edition merch. And I know what you're thinking if you're calling today, and there's already been people on the text line saying, are you guys continuing to hook us up with all that merch? And the answer is, I completely forgot that we have it. But yes, I think we still have some things left.
Oh, yeah, we have plenty left. I already saw people wearing some of the shirts. I wore I've never been intimate with Jake shirt over the weekend for my pajamas, and it was a huge C block.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. No one wants to have sex with you either. The shirt is so powerful. No one will want to be intimate with you if you wear it.
I changed and I came downstairs, and Katie looked at me and went, oh.
Man, I'm sorry.
Like, wow, okay, I guess sex is out of the question.
Yeah.
We sat on opposite sides of the couch while we watched a movie. But it's a comfortable shirt.
People are demanding it, and I wish we had. I know some people say, "Look, it's not fair. You're not selling it," but we don't believe in.
We don't believe in making money in this country.
Yeah, we don't believe in profit around here.
On.
We also don't believe in taking advantage of the listeners. You give us some of your time every day. You listen to the show. You download. Every once in a while, you subscribe or check us out on YouTube. That's all we could possibly ask for. We don't need you to also, on top of everything else, spend money on shirts. But this woman says she wants to.
Hey, guys. I'm catching up on today's show, and I just saw the cool merch you have, the shirts, the hats. And I know that you said that you're not going to make people pay for it. You're going to give it away, which is really nice. But I want to give you money for that merch. Please, 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 please make it sellable. And if it's like KROQ being like, we don't want to buy a bunch of shirts, we don't put the money up, please take pre-orders and just order what you sell. Please, we really want to support you guys. I want to wear those shirts. I want to wear those hats all the time. I'm begging you.
I mean, look, I know what she's saying. What she's saying is that's what good business would be, right? That's a good business plan. Oh, we'll have people pre-order. They'll pay in advance, and we'll make what we sell.
Didn't we try something like that, but we failed miserably?
Yeah, KROQ tried that. Yeah, that was not us. That was the KROQ shop, and they thought. But even that was a terrible. Everything about that was not good.
Oh, they shut it down.
They shut it down real quick.
Yeah.
The KROQ shop went the way of Soup Plantation, except without the people.
And Bed Bath & Beyond.
Without the people demanding it come back. Even those places had a bunch of people that were like, bring it back.
Yeah, without the people going, oh man, I'm going to miss that.
Yeah. So there was an attempt to do that.
Wasn't Johnny one of the models?
That was, I think, where they went wrong. I think Johnny was one of the models for the KROQ shop, and I think it was just him naked in a room full of the bosses here, and they had no shirt for him to model.
But I do have a pair of KROQ slides that are pretty cool.
Yeah, those were never officially made for the general public because they contain lead.
I'm up here in the Bay Area, and I want to wear my Klein and Ally show shirt and hat. Thank you.
Well,
please,
you just got to keep listening.
Tell me those things.
Yes, it's much more fun to win them from us. You'll have a chance. Don't worry, we'll have chances for you to win some of that stuff coming up. In fact, we'll throw another piece of new merch in the mix if you miss out on Ally's money this morning. So play the game. If you win, you get $100. If you lose, a limited edition piece of Klein Ally Show merch. We'll come back with that, and then we got lots of show to get into this morning, lots to give you. So be ready to call and play and interact starting immediately at 800-520-1067. That is next.
Hello, this is Brandon Flowers from The Killers. Lock your speed dial on KROQ.
Listen to KROQ every hour from 9 to 6 to win a pair of tickets to Ocean Way Festival, Saturday, September 26th at the beach in Santa Monica.
Oh, is that what they're calling it now?
With The Killers, Jack White, Sublime, and more.
How's everybody doing?
You need to see me right away so I can fix this. Till the sun blows up in the sky.
Courtesy of Golden Voice. Tickets and info at oceanwayfestival.com.
Keep listening for your chance to win.
On the world famous KROQ Rock and Roll.
KROQ.
Think of how much better your Monday will be if you have an extra $100 to go out and blow on God knows what. That money could be yours in a moment if you do better than Allie with 5 questions about the news. But don't worry, because even if you lose and don't get the $100, you will still get yourself a piece of limited edition Klein and Ally Show merch. It is not stuff you will ever see at the Met Gala, but they are shirts that say things like I've never been intimate with Jake on them, or hats that say 323 Tip Bowley.
Aye.
Regardless, you can get yourself some merch if you are wrong, but if you win, $100 could be yours. We say hi to Daniel in Gardena. Good morning, Daniel. Welcome to KROQ.
Awesome. Great start.
Hello, Daniel.
Hello.
Danielle? I'm going to assume I'm wrong here. Daniel.
Can you hear me? Hello?
Oh, there
Good
you
morning.
are. Hi. Good morning, Daniel. Thanks for
Good
joining
morning.
us.
Sweet digits.
I was so close to hanging up on you. You, by a second, you came through. Let's get into your round. I regret doing this, but we will continue to play with you regardless. Allie will leave the KROQ studios now.
I feel great about this.
As soon as she's out of here, you will get to go. Please answer these questions quickly, confidently, and accurately. No cheating. Let's see how the rest of the world would have done had they been on the hot seat right now. And here we go.
Allie knows the news.
We start with probably the biggest story in the world. Jackie, famous Big Bear Eagle Jackie of the power couple, Jackie and Shadow, has been injured. Bad news. Omar thought about taking a personal day today.
Yeah, that's true.
What is the reason, or how do they believe Jackie got injured?
Fire.
Fire. Oh, man. We go to question number 2. Only one red card was given out during the World Cup finals yesterday to a player from what team?
Argentina.
Question 3. The FDA is apologizing to who after saying that perhaps they're not the reason that people were getting leaky ass?
Taylor Farms.
Question number 4. We talked about how this movie, The Odyssey, is doing quite well here in America, but globally, just how much money did it haul in its opening weekend?
$275 million.
$275 million. And final question, speaking of millions, there's a new number out there. They say this is how much money you should have if you'd like to retire in America. Americans believe that this is the new number you must have if you want to ever retire. What is that number?
$2 million.
$2 million. All right, let's bring Allie in. We'll score it together. Once again, on those questions about money, it's who's ever closest will get the point. And here we go. You're battling Daniel. He started slow, but he's come back strong, Allie.
Oh,
he's
damn.
not as much of a dummy as you were probably hoping for.
I was hoping for a dummy.
Pressure's on, and question number 1.
Okay.
Biggest story in the world. Sadly, Jackie, of the power couple, Jackie and Shadow, Big Bear Eagle, has been injured.
Mm-hmm.
How do they believe Jackie was injured?
I believe she got in a bitch fight with some other eagles.
All right, he said fire-related, but the correct answer is it was an eagle-on-eagle fight that took place.
Yeah, like that brawl at the In-N-Out.
And
But with eagles.
With eagles. And I don't think there's anything more patriotic or more symbolic of what this country's like right now than 2 eagles fighting.
I know.
But,
What's the world coming to?
That is the
eagle-on-eagle
correct
violence.
answer. Eagle-on-eagle is Allie's favorite genre of porn, and she is part of it. So we go to question 2. Allie's up 1-0. Question 2. The FDA is now apologizing to who after saying that perhaps they were not responsible for everyone getting leaky ass.
Oh, Taco Bell?
Oh, interesting. Now, this is Taco Bell. The correct answer is not Taco Bell. FDA is apologizing to Taylor Farms.
Really?
Taylor Farms is the people that supposedly provided the lettuce that went to Taco Bell. But Daniel said Taylor Farms, and now he has tied things up 1-1.
T-Farms?
With the apology going to Taylor Farms directly. FDA says they'll never apologize to Taco Bell for nothing. We go to question number 3. It is all tied up. There was only one red card given out during the World Cup yesterday finals. Which player on which team got them? Not what
Which
player.
player on
not
which
player.
team?
Which
Okay.
the player on which team received the red card?
It was Argentina.
He got that as well, Argentina.
I couldn't tell you one player.
Controversial red card, but still, did it change anything?
It made things a little more interesting.
We
for
go
a
to
few
question
minutes.
number 4, and it's still tied up with 2 questions left. We talked about how much money the Odyssey made here in America, but worldwide, how much money did that movie, The Odyssey, bring in opening weekend?
I think it made $260 million.
All right, he said 275. I said closest would get the point. Correct number globally was $254 million. Allie gets closer, so she gets the point. And it comes down to this final question as Allie goes up by 1 again. It's a real back-and-forth battle. They now believe that you need this much money if you'd like to retire in America. This is the new number that has been released, and this is the number that Americans believe that they need to have if you would like to comfortably, or even uncomfortably, you just want to retire, not work anymore. How much money do you have to have, I guess, liquid or in the bank or whatever? What is the number?
$75 billion.
Is that your real guess?
I'm going to guess $3 million.
He said $2 million. But the good news is, if you're smart about it, you pull an Omar and you know exactly what you're doing, you can retire with $1.2 million.
No way.
That's what they say. And that's America, by the way. It's a lot cheaper to live in a lot of places in America other than right here. So
you just are an agoraphobe and never leave your house?
Maybe.
And have dinner, just have one meal a day?
Move to Vermont or something, or some other flyover place? I don't know. Well, anyway.
You better hope you get dementia or something.
He was closer, so once again, this thing ends in a boring-ass tie. So.
A little less interesting than the game yesterday. Yeah.
So that being said, ties go to the house around here, so Allie has no money for you. But, Daniel, you do have your choice of some limited edition Klein Alley Show merch. What do you want? Hat? Shirt?
I'd love a hat.
All right. We're going to go ahead and send you a Make Allie Fat Again, since you just beat her almost in the round of Allie Knows the News. You're going to get your very own Maffa hat, all right?
All right. Very excited.
And
Thank you all.
What must you shamefully admit over the airwaves of KROQ? Go ahead.
My name is Daniel, and Allie knows the news.
Tomorrow morning around this time, another chance for you to win some of Allie's money, or at least some of our merch on KROQ. Good morning.
KROQ. Klein Alley Show. Mornings on KROQ. KROQ. Yeah! KROQ.
KROQ, we are Klein Alley Show. Jake, is it true you got a roommate in the shack?
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's funny for us, but you don't find it very funny, huh?
And it sucks. It's progressively getting worse and worse. Usually it's just crickets at my show.
Probably what they're saying, too.
Yeah.
That's probably what the roommate's
Your comedy routine?
Jake, as you know, is the king of the crickets, and when he performs comedy, it doesn't matter where he goes, there always is the sound of crickets, which is the universal sign of what is being said is not funny.
Yeah, it's wild because one of the first sets that we heard him do, he gave us the audio and we listened to it, and you can literally hear tons of crickets in the background. And I guess you were performing outside?
Yeah, that show was outside.
He always has a reason why the crickets are there. And the first one, it made a little sense because he's like, well, the show was outside, so what do you expect? And we go, all right, fine. But then we saw him at a bar in North Hollywood that was inside, and the crickets were there as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's because someone was playing them.
Well, that particular time.
Remember during the drive-thru where that guy was like, oh, there was crickets there, too.
I know. They follow him around. He's like the Pied Piper.
Yeah, you went to the drive-thru, right, to do drive-thru confessions, and we also heard crickets there.
Yes, it's ridiculous.
Because I never hear them.
Well, Jake claims that he now has crickets that have moved into his shack.
They're now...
And this is some of the audio that he hears at his house.
Oh, my God.
And this is inside, Jake?
This is inside this morning. That scratching you hear is Kibby on the rug.
Trying to kill herself.
Trying to dig herself out of there. I got to dig myself a hole.
Tear her ears off.
Oh, my God. It's probably so much more annoying for a dog, too.
Oh, of course.
And the thing is, you can't find it.
I know around where it's at, because when I tap on that part of the ceiling or the wall, it shuts up for like 30 seconds. But then I can hear that over my AC all night from like 9 p.m. to this morning.
Jake, I would think for a guy like you that hears crickets everywhere you go in your life, that you would, at this point, just be it would just be background noise. You wouldn't even notice it.
I was hoping so, too, but no.
Yeah, because, I mean, you really do. You were constantly surrounded by cricket. it's almost comical. I mean, it's comical. It's way more comical than Jake.
I think this is like, when Jewish people go to Israel, like it's their Mecca. It's their big trip where it's like, I have to see Jake.
The crickets travel around the world to meet Jake.
Yes.
This is the
like
man.
Their lifetime religious experience.
If you're a cricket, you've got to go ahead and hear Jake try to tell a joke so you can let out your cricket sounds.
Exactly.
Damn. I got like a cricket in my house now.
All night.
You think that's just...
She's waiting for you to tell a joke.
Yeah, you think that's just one, Jake? Or
well, it's just one inside my house. There are numerous outside, and it's pissing me off because I keep like 2 spider bouncers at my front door. and it got past those.
Oh, so you keep there's a couple big spiders outside your place.
Spiders. There's a spider that builds a web across my door every night, and there's a spider in like a succulent by my door.
Shut you in like a coffin.
You should listen to nature, dude. I don't think they want any party. So the cricket.
I think nature's trying to take over your space.
Dude, it sucks.
What's the plan at this point? I think you have to move, right?
I don't know. I can't get in the crack where he's hiding. I stuck a knife in there, try to stab him, and then he just shuts up for 30 seconds and starts up again.
I wish we had footage.
Is this your weekend?
Of Jake versus the cricket. I just wish, because you're never going to beat it.
It's like tearing up the floorboards. Damn you!
Yeah, and then he finally gets to one. There's like 4 others where that one came from.
Yeah, they could be breeding.
I mean, I don't think there's any audio you've ever brought us that has not had crickets in the background. And then, yes, I know the thing that your comedy show, that was a listener or someone there that you were, even though you accused me many times of playing the sound effect, you realize this is just going to make this happen again. Like now that you are the Kick It King, cricket, that's a tough one to say. You know what you are.
Yeah, thank you.
It's hard.
I don't think you're the Kick It King either.
No, but the reality is, Jake, this is your life now. I mean, there's no escaping them.
It's terrible.
You must be giving off some sort of a pheromone.
You sound like you haven't gotten much sleep.
No, I'm exhausted.
All because of this?
He's just up all night.
Man, I took a nap and I woke up like at 9 and this thing was going. I could hear it over my AC. It sucks.
Some people actually pay to have like sound machines that make this noise because they think it's so
different. It was like a chirp, chirp,
Yeah.
chirp, chirp. It's not like that. It's just rapid fire like
yeah,
that.
it is
constantly.
very fast. It seems like a cricket on crack. But it's probably so excited that he's around Jake.
Well, Jake,
they're Jesus.
Jake, congratulations. You are at least beloved. I know that it's very important for you to be loved, and you've we'll find out later if you're getting any hits on your new updated dating profile. But
I want you to try some of your comedy routine in the Jake Shack and see if the crickets are louder, quieter.
Yeah,
stop.
do us
cricket applause.
Yeah,
do us a favor tonight when you're there sitting around. Do some of your
material.
Work on your material. Let's see if it brings out more of the crickets.
Okay.
Or if it
I'm
leaves.
hoping it's so bad it goes away.
Yeah, maybe that cricket. I can see that cricket leaving. And just saying, someone put a shoe on me and end it.
Do that Mary Jane joke, appear into my boner.
Oh, yeah.
All your old stuff.
Yeah.
Do the classics.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your greatest hits for the crickets, Jake. It's a good idea.
Klein Alley Show.
Lots to give you this morning, just for starting your week with us here at KROQ, and that includes a brand new festival that is coming to Santa Monica. This not a bad way to kick things off with the Killers, Jack White, Sublime, and more. It's called Ocean Way Festival, and we will get you in starting at 9 a.m. and every hour thereafter all day long. So you'll be at the first ever Ocean Way Festival. You think back now to those people that brag about, I was at the first ever Coachella. I was there year one. They hadn't even figured it out yet.
Or the Vans Warped Tour people.
That's right. Now they get to experience that glory all over again because that's back. So we will get you into this one, just announced, happening in Santa Monica on September 26th, and we got your tickets coming up later this morning. And if you want to go ride the rides, we are moments away from getting you to be one of the first human beings on planet Earth to ride the new Fast and Furious ride. I've been watching them test this thing for, it feels like, forever.
I know. It looks, fast.
Looks awesome.
Looks very fast.
It looks awesome. But the way that
Are you going to ride it? I know you're a little scared of roller coasters.
I don't want to wait in line, and I feel like the lines are going to be super long for a while.
If you could skip the line.
If there was an ability to skip the line, yeah. I mean, I said, to me, the fun of a roller coaster would be one of the first people on to test it, because when you're in the testing phases, that's when it's exciting, because you don't know if maybe they go, oopsies, this was 1 inch too short. I don't think that'll happen here. They've been testing this forever. But I've been watching this
That probably wouldn't happen for you, but...
No. Plenty of room for this guy. But I would definitely want to go on it early, because then you get to be one of the first people to ride it. And I'm telling you, I've seen this thing now with no one on it, and then I've seen it with whatever, like, weighted dummies they've had on it.
Oh, I wish I could be a weighted dummy.
And it looks really cool. They've been building this. We've been watching this thing. I remember when they first broke ground, and they were like, rumor has it this will be a Fast and Furious roller coaster.
I wonder if we...
and I was like, no one's going to care about the franchise by the time they finish this thing.
And more people care than ever before.
Than ever before.
If we had an opportunity to go together, even though I'm technically not supposed to ride roller coasters, I'd do it. I'd risk it for you.
You would go on it? Can you go on? You can't go on any roller coasters while pregnant?
No, I think it scrambles everything. I think it scrambles the baby's brain or something. I can't remember.
But that's like... Is that a sign that people take seriously, or one of the signs like they don't go in the hot tub if you have diarrhea sign?
No, I think that people do.
They do?
Yeah, I do wonder what rules people have broken in pregnancy because I feel like it totally depends who you talk to. Oh, I ate sushi the whole time. What are you talking about?
Right.
Oh, no, I smoked cigarettes. No, I went on roller coasters. Hot tub, love them. Sauna, no problem.
Old people love that, our parents and
We
parents'
all turned out fine.
Yeah, they love that whole, whiskey every day, cigarettes. I didn't even cook eggs. We just ate them raw.
I know, and now it's like, there's a slight risk of listeria, so just avoid deli meats at all costs for the entire pregnancy.
Well, pregnant or not, we will let you ride the Fast and Furious ride before pretty much anyone else, and we will get you into Universal Studios. That'll be coming up at just after 8 o'clock, so be ready to call in and claim those tickets. Fat and Furious Alley, they're calling it, from 310. Thank you for that. Quick break. We're back in a moment with the actual news to get into. And then I'll share with you all things that took place as I completed one of my funner summer challenges by pulling an all-nighter in Vegas. And I took full advantage of everything that was on my resort fee by forcing myself to do all of the things, which means lots of phone calls to Alaska and Hawaii.
Alaska?
A lot of calls. It's way too many calls. I'll come back with that and much more next on KROQ.
Coming to us out of the sky.
World-famous KROQ.
The familiar voice of radio brings endless hours of
Klein and Ally Show.
KROQ.
Let's get into your news.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for A.D.D. News.
The World Cup is over. Spain scored in the second half of overtime, or extra time as they call it. Spain also won the Women's World Cup, so they are the first country to hold both the titles for the women and men's teams simultaneously. That being said, the game itself felt unsufferably long and boring, and they tried to make it a little more entertaining with FIFA's first halftime show. But if you saw it, I get what they're trying to do. It's obviously cool to see a lot of performances from Grammy-winning artists, but it was way too much too soon for a first halftime show. It's kind of like when a kid picks out their own outfit. There's just way too much going on at once, and
snow boots,
nothing goes
oven
together.
mitts,
Yes.
a crown.
And you're like, none of this goes.
But they're trying to appeal to the world. So how do we
Exactly.
appeal to the world? Let's give Justin Bieber a guitar and then shake some ass.
We couldn't pick just one. We had to go with everybody. You had Madonna, you had an orchestra, then you had the Muppets, K-pop, then you had Ted Lasso skits, then you had Justin Bieber show up, totally brought the energy down with the guitar thing. Then Shakira was the only part of it that made any sense to me. I was like, this feels good. This feels like a halftime show vibe that we're looking for. Then it went back to weird again with a kids choir. And everybody went on to the field at the end, and they sang with the kids about love, and it just kind of felt like everything was trying too hard. I feel like they should have just picked one artist, kept it at 15 minutes, 20 max, and moved on. Like, just Shakira would have been great. Perfect. And also, soccer fans were upset because it was twice as long as the halftime is supposed to be. It's supposed to just be 15 minutes because the pace of play is so important. And if everyone's just sitting around for 30 minutes, no one really expects that or wants that. So it kind of just delayed everything, especially because it went into extra time. It was like a 3-hour thing.
They should have had all of those different artists attempt to shoot goals, and whichever one of them scored the goal got to perform.
Oh, man.
Penalty
So we're doing
kick,
a penalty kick into Madonna's
and then you go
face.
right into it. That would be amazing. I was funny.
Probably would have made it better.
I was at I was in Vegas at a sports book, and not one person gave any Fs when that halftime show came. The amount of focus that was on the game, obviously a lot of people had money on the game, but the amount of focus that was on the game while the game was being played was crazy, even though it was a long snooze fest. People were.
I can't believe that,
because
man, there's such a snooze.
I know, because I think people had all sorts of different bets for different things. So I mean, I think some people
prop bets, you mean?
Some people are betting 0-0. They wanted no goals. So that for them was exciting. But during that halftime, it was on all the TVs. No one cared at all. Like, no one was watching, gathered around. Like, you would think like a Super Bowl halftime show where everyone cared about
I know.
it.
I kind of turned it up, and I was like, oh, I want to watch this. And then it just moved so quickly to the next thing, and I was like, this is on crack. Like, this is too much. It was just like paint splattered on a wall. Or like it was like Chris Martin, because he helped curate it. It was like he went through his contacts and they put some offers out and then everyone said yes.
Right.
And it was like, oh, damn.
I sent a mass text out.
I guess we'll just take everybody. As one heat wave ends, another begins. They say that this next one will be, quote, long and dangerous. Exciting. During this last heat wave, we thankfully got no baby in a hot car stories, but I will share a old lady in a hot car story.
Oh, no.
This actually ended okay. The grandma's fine, but she was trapped in a hot car by her grandmother.
The car's never going to get that smell out, though. That's the problem. Old lady smell? I mean...
I feel like, and this is a Tesla, those things trap in a smell.
Yeah.
It's just not good.
Are you okay? Huh? A Kitsap County Sheriff's deputy tries to communicate with a woman locked inside a car in the summer heat. You need help? The woman spoke only Spanish, and the deputy didn't, so it was difficult to understand her predicament. She'd stayed behind inside the vehicle in a parking lot while her granddaughter was conducting business inside. The granddaughter left the Tesla in what's called pet safe mode that's designed to run the air conditioner. It also makes it impossible to open the car doors from the inside, but something went wrong.
Oh, no.
The air conditioner didn't work.
The air conditioner wasn't running, and the woman was trapped in the car for more than an hour as it heated up to over 100 degrees inside.
Ma'am, do you have a white Tesla? Okay, is that your grandmother in there?
They found her eventually.
man.
They had to look in all these different shopping centers.
Soon the grandmother was let out, finally able to cool down.
And now they're like investigating this as like potential elder abuse.
Really?
Yeah.
She was trying to snuff her grandma, get some of that inheritance.
Like, I'll be right back, Grandma.
Yeah.
I'm going to put it in dog mode.
Conducting some business. Everything was real shady about that, huh?
I put my car in dog mode one time, and you can even put the name of the pet in there so it like flashes on the screen. I wonder what you do for a grandma.
Well, she survived, so happy ending.
She survived. She did. What is the proper way to dress and eat a hot dog? Apparently, there is a hot dog council that has released a list of rules and etiquette when eating hot dogs this summer. Let's listen to these news reporters barely get through this story.
As you fire up hot dogs on the grill, there are some etiquette rules you may want to follow, according to the National Hot Dog and Sausage Council.
They say you should not put toppings between the hot dog and the bun. Instead, you should dress the dog.
What? They also say you should always eat hot dogs on buns with your hands. Utensils should not be involved.
And it should take more than 5 bites to finish a hot dog. For a foot long, at least 7 bites is acceptable. Also, ketchup on hot dogs is for children.
Yeah, I don't know.
Including me.
Who's deciding this? How many people are on this council? Like, why is there
It's a crazy council in the first place.
Okay, but let's go real rogue and just start a fight this morning. Is it a sandwich?
Ugh, you want that whole thing again?
A hot dog.
I agree with most of what they said. They're very annoying, these people, but I agree with most of what they said. That I have seen people before that throw the toppings on the bun and then put the dog on top, and it changes. Not right, because the bun starts to soak up the toppings. It's not how it should be.
When I get a hot dog, I open it up, I kind of fan it out, and I put the toppings kind of in between. Like, it's on top. It's not underneath the hot dog.
You know what you should do, Allie? You want the real answer? You split the dog. Give the dog a split.
What do you mean split?
Split down long ways?
Split down long ways.
Oh,
the
you
dog.
mean, like cut a line down the middle?
And you create a little canoe for the toppings.
I see. But do you agree about the ketchup? Because I kind of
the hot dog.
agree that
you
the
do.
ketchup. I mean, if you're
Vanessa.
just doing ketchup, then yes, I think that's a kid's thing.
Whack.
But if you're doing ketchup mixed with all the other stuff, I think that's okay.
It's an unnecessary. To me, it is the least important of the toppings.
I think that it
because
just enhances the flavor of the other toppings.
it's a skippable, but I mean, mustard obviously reigns supreme. But yeah, Vanessa, you're the hot dog queen around here. I know Vanessa likes to do it Colombian style, which has like I think mayonnaise and chips on it or something, right, Vanessa?
Yeah, it has pink sauce and chips and pineapple sauce.
What is pink sauce?
So
Pink
I worry
sauce is
about that in
ketchup
Colombia.
And mayonnaise mix.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. So she's got a whole different style for it. But all right, well, there we have it. Important news being covered here at KROQ this morning, and we get into a brand new hour of the show right now. And if you would like to experience a roller coaster before any other human on planet Earth, we'd love to send you to Universal Studios. If you're the 20th caller right now at 800-520-1067. Let's go.
It's Klein and Ally Show.
106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. The Sonic Pulse of Los Angeles. This is the world famous KROQ.
Oh, yeah. You ready? Kick off your summer. Perhaps you have not been having a funner summer like we've been encouraging everyone to do. I believe this upcoming weekend, a camping trip is going to be happening with Allie and Vanessa. This past weekend, I pulled my all-nighter in Vegas and attempted to accomplish another thing on funner summer lists. So we'll get into that this hour on the show. But we would love to help you have a funner summer. And we would love to do that by sending you to Universal Studios Hollywood. Fast and Furious. Hollywood Drift, opening summer 2026. Guess what? It's summer 2026. So let's get you onto the ride that they've been working on for a while. And we will, of course, give away those tickets right now to the 20th caller.
Unlike the People Mover, this ride opened on time.
I know.
It opened when they said it would open.
It's amazing all these other things that are supposed to happen.
That are much riskier to humans, and they're able to do it fine.
When the government's involved, we'll push that back in a couple of years. No one will know. But you need a roller coaster built by a certain time. Boy.
They were doing test rides for that, too, and then they just stopped.
They were on it.
They're like, we got to fix some stuff still.
Here's a person, Allie, that is super excited because they claim that everything that we've given out on this show has made their life better. And they don't win everything, but when they do win, they wanted to appreciate the victory. And I'm going to say there's something nice about winning from us because it does feel good to win on the radio. And then when you get to actually go somewhere and experience something.
When there's follow-through, it always feels good.
Yeah, it feels...
Because you kind of feel like people are just going to lie to you and say you have tickets to something, and then you never get the email. But we do send stuff, and you do go to stuff.
We do some stuff occasionally, and this guy wanted to say he appreciates it.
Hey, how's it going, guys? Dude, you guys are awesome. I appreciate all the love and everything. You guys got me Wild Rivers tickets, Cabana, and a $100 food pass. I felt like a rock star. You guys make everything awesome.
So that's just one person that won something from us and said that we make everything awesome. So now it's our chance to make something awesome for you as we say good morning to Kimberly in Moreno Valley. Good morning, Kimberly.
Woo, good morning. Sweet Dip.
Sweet Dip.
I'm going to give you, technically these tickets are yours, but let's just go ahead and test your Fast and Furious knowledge, shall we? I'm going to give you 3 Fast and Furious movies. One of them is made up. The other 2 are real. Figure out which one is made up, and you'll get to experience this Fast and Furious ride at Universal Studios. You ready to go?
I'm ready.
All right. Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift, Fast and Furious presents Hobbs and Shaw, or Fast and Furious, the LAX People Mover?
Oh, that's very, very hard, but I'm going to go for the LAX People Mover.
Yeah, that one is not real. It's not fast, but it's plenty furious, that's for sure. So hold on one second. Enjoy yourself some Universal Studios. You will be there, Universal Studios Hollywood. Tickets are as good as yours, and enjoy that new ride, all right?
Woohoo, thank you. I'm excited.
You're very welcome. Hold on one second. I believe that's 4 tickets. 4 tickets. Whoa, look at us. The generosity knows no bounds here at KROQ. Another chance to win those tickets from us every single morning this week. We'll make that happen for you. It's time for your strokes on KROQ.
World famous KROQ.
Klein Ally Show.
Klein Ally Show.
KROQ.
What is the one thing that you were doing wrong that is letting criminals know that your house is very robbable? This is a question that we'll get into. It's one question and one question only, and it's time for Clickbait. Here we go.
Clickbait.
Crime reporters have revealed how burglars choose which homes to target, and the one mistake that you are doing that is potentially inviting them right inside your front door. So think about that for a second. We have an answer. It must be true. It's on the internet. Of course, you want the answer because you don't want to get robbed. And as you know, there's no shortage of robberies that are happening all over Southern California right now. So be on the lookout. I would imagine this information probably applies to most robberies. So if you ever had your house, apartment broken into, that is a terrible feeling, mostly because there's a mess. I mean, it sucks when they steal your stuff, but I think usually it's that, for the most part, burglars are very messy, and they leave a big mess behind, and then you got to clean up the mess, and you have missing stuff.
Well, I would love to just have one burglar that respects the home while they steal from it.
Put a coaster down if you're going to rob me, burglar. So anyway, according to, once again, crime reporters, they reveal how burglars now choose the homes to target and the one mistake that you're making to invite them in. Allie, we'll start with you.
God, it's so hard because I feel like nothing works. There's nothing that deters the burglars. You know, even if you have a home security system, I don't think it matters
what if you
at
have
all.
a "Please don't rob me" Klein Alley show sign?
That is the only thing.
It's the only thing that keeps them away.
I think if you don't have any cars in the driveway, that is a target.
No cars in the driveway is a target.
Because they make it make it seem like you're gone a lot. If there's no cars in the driveway during the day, there's nobody home, easy to rob, especially if you go out of town a lot. No cars in the driveway equals target.
Mm-hmm. And what is the mistake that you're making?
Posting about your vacations.
No cars, plus you post on Instagram, I'm on a beach.
Yes.
Interesting.
I'm out of town, just to let you know.
Jake the Nerd, what is the, in your opinion, I'll give you the answer in a moment, what is the one thing that makes your house more robbable And what is the thing that the mistake you're making?
I think the old school mistake is that you got too many old newspapers at your doorstep. That was like the old thing, but people don't read the newspaper anymore. So maybe it's just like a pileup of mail.
Yeah, just a signal that no one's really taking care of the place.
For a couple days.
Right.
This modern day version of that example could be packages, perhaps, from Amazon. A few of them still sitting there.
I feel like no one leaves them there, though,
And they're
because
thinking,
they're going to get stolen.
But they could go, I could porch pirate them, but guess they're not home, so I could go inside. If I could steal this much from the porch, imagine how much more I get from the inside.
Yeah, imagine the goodies inside.
Omar, what do you think it is? What makes your house more robbable, and what is the mistake you're making that is inviting them right inside?
I think, along the same lines of Allie, if anything that's going to make your house look vacant and like nobody's home, like I usually do a little timer on the light so it turns on at night. So you want to make sure that your house looks lived in, like somebody's there.
You just have it turn on once, or do you have it turn on and off like throughout the night? So it looks like someone's getting up to go to the bathroom, making snacks and stuff.
No,
Morse code, don't rob me.
I turn on around 8 o'clock.
It's a
8 to like
strobe light
4.
effect.
There's a party going on.
Wait. Omar, it's an outside light or an inside light?
Inside. But
Wow,
I have outside lighting too.
So a light goes on inside your home?
Yeah, the hallway light. Yep.
Whoa. That's so cool.
So,
I didn't know you could time those lights.
You guys are all on the right page here, which is obvious, is that for the most part, they would much rather rob a home that's empty. It's much easier for them, and they just
They'll
want to
still rob you,
Yeah, they'll
but
still
it's
rob you.
easier.
But the answer is, so they obviously look for homes that appear that no one is there, and by that, they will oftentimes do this method, and they talk to a lot of burglars, and they say the simple method is just to knock and see what happens. If they don't hear any footsteps, they don't hear any TV, there's no voices inside the house, they pretty much know that the coast is clear for them. And the biggest mistake that we are making is that when you hear someone knock at the door, no one ever wants to encounter people, so what do we all do?
Ignore.
We all hide. We hide and we try to not make any noise. So what we are doing is
like I do with trick-or-treaters.
Right, the same thing you do. And what you are doing is accidentally now hiding because you're going, I don't want to go. There's someone at the door that's probably trying to sell me solar. I'm just going to hide. If it's a burglar, they are going, I don't hear anyone in there. There's no footsteps. I don't hear any talking. I guess we can go ahead and smash a back window. And the amount of people now that are being, quote, robbed while home, or at least they're entering or trying to break in, it's because they didn't want to answer the knock at the door.
Wait a minute. So the thing that you're doing that makes you a target is just they knock at the door? That's how they case the place?
No, it's you being silent. You should make noise when that happens. Can't come to the door, right? You should say something. Sorry, can't come to the door right now.
But the first question was what makes them a target? What makes you a target?
If your house, if they don't think you're home, you're a target. But then the mistake you're making.
Just in general, if they don't think you're home.
They don't think you're home. That's any house that appears that you're not home for whatever the
So all of our answers
all
are
the
correct.
reasons are right. They've got a few ways they look at it, but if they don't think there's any action or activity, but when they finally do knock, which is usually what they'll do first, because knocking, there's no crime in knocking on a door. No reason to say they're going to rob it. They could be trying to convert you. They could be giving you, as I said, selling you solar. So once they knock, the mistake that we're all making is we're hiding instead of making a lot more noise. We should
like
knock back.
To hide and then go on the ring thing and go, hello? Who are you? Just leave it at the door.
Leave me.
Please turn around.
All right, there we go. We've saved your life with a round of clickbait. We're back in a moment. I was given the task of pulling an all-nighter, and I decided the only town I could possibly do that in would be Vegas. It involved a mushroom chocolate bar, gambling, and a lot of landline calls to Hawaii and Alaska. And we will get into all of that after this on KROQ.
Hello, this is Brandon Flowers from The Killers. Lock your speed dial on KROQ.
Listen to KROQ every hour from 9 to 6 to win a pair of tickets to Ocean Wave Festival, Saturday, September 26th at the beach in Santa Monica.
Oh, is that what they're calling it now?
With The Killers, Jack White, Sublime, and more.
How's everybody doing? You need to see me run away so I can fix this.
Till the sun blows up in the sky.
Courtesy of Golden Voice. Tickets and info at oceanwavefestival.com.
Keep listening for your chance to win.
On the world famous KROQ Rock and Roll.
KROQ.
Hopefully you're having a fun summer. We made it our mission around here to make it a funner summer because apparently fun is becoming harder and harder to get these days. No one's having it anymore. No one's prioritizing it. It's gotten too expensive.
So did you have it?
Listen, I don't know if pulling an all-nighter, I think it, in theory, is fun. I guess if you're doing it because you're having fun and you happen to be up all night until the sun comes up, it's fun.
But if you're predetermined.
If you're forcing yourself and looking and going, all right, I just need to stay up for 2 more hours. It can be fun. I tried a few different things. The answer is I was successful because I had to do it. I have a bunch of video, which I'll be posting today on our socials.
How late you stay up?
Well, so a couple questions, and then I'll answer that. Were you guys expecting that I did a 24-hour, because there was 2 different schools of thought. Was it a 24-hour challenge that I was up for 24 full hours, or was that I pulled an all-nighter and stayed up until the sun came up about 6 in the morning?
That sounds about right.
That one.
Yeah.
Okay. I got confused because people were wishing me luck on the staying up for 24 hours thing, which meant for me, I made it my plan, even though I was in Vegas for 2 nights, that I was going to make Friday night my all-night night because I was already up at 5 in the morning for the radio show on Friday, and I thought it would be easier for me to stay up.
Why would it be easier if you've been up since that early?
Because I thought that if I had to do it on Saturday and I wanted to sleep in, and let's say I woke up on Saturday at, noon, I'd have to stay up again until noon. I thought it was a 24-hour staying awake period.
Oh, why did you think that?
I don't know. I don't know why I thought that, and listeners confused me on DMing me. So I was like,
I thought an all-nighter just meant you stay up all night.
So I did it the night I got there because, to be honest, and I should have done it on Saturday. It was stupid because Saturday.
Yeah, I don't know why you did it the night you got there.
Well, here's the thing, because I didn't get to Vegas. I didn't end up getting to Vegas until closer to like 6:37. So already it was kind of. I pushed everything later. I didn't make a dinner reservation until 10:30. I was pushing.
What did you do when you got there?
Everything later. What I always do. I lose a bunch of money before I even check in. That's my tradition. By the way,
That's my tradition.
I can't win I just can't win in Vegas anymore.
You lost all weekend?
Everything. I got every single ticket I bet on the World Cup. I mean, you want to see these?
I could tell by your energy this morning that you didn't win in Vegas at all.
Messi to get 1 goal. Argentina to get at least 1 goal. First to have 1 goal. None of those happened. Argentina to win in real time. Argentina to win in penalty kicks.
Klein to stay up 24 hours.
They're all like that. So that was that day 2. Day 1. My plan was as follows. I decided to try to mix 2 things I've never tried together, which was Adderall and mushrooms.
Oh, interesting. Because I knew about the mushroom bar, but I wasn't sure how long that would keep you up because you have to have something to kind of jolt you awake.
I brought some of the mushroom bar so you could see what I was partaking in. Show and tell. This is my magic mushroom bar.
Oh.
So this is the magic mushroom bar. Now, the magic mushroom bar... and that's
it's a hero bar. Oh, yeah. Be your own hero.
I was my own hero, guys. And so the plan was, and read the ingredients, Allie, because you can read all that's in there. So my plan was get to Vegas. Don't even start I didn't want to get there and start doing fun stuff because I knew I probably didn't have it in me to let that last all night long. So I said, I'm going to treat the first 5-6 hours I'm there just like a regular human being. I'm going to have a couple of drinks. I'm going to have dinner. I'm going to gamble a little bit. I'm going to relax. And then after dinner, like hopefully I was thinking if I start at 10:30.
How do you gamble on mushrooms? That sounds scary.
Not well. I'll tell you that right now.
I would not. That wouldn't give me confidence. That would make me terrified.
But the thing that it did, because the mushroom, it gave me kind of more of a sustained energy. It didn't make me tired. It made me like all of the colors of the casino, it's nothing but colors, are 10 times brighter,
cool.
20 times brighter. So I
Did it make the time go by really fast?
Slow, very slow.
Oh, damn.
So painfully slow to the point where at one point I walked outside and it was hot as... At 2, 3 in the morning, it was. I want to say it was still 100 degrees in Vegas.
And you were with your wife?
Only for part of the night. She did not... So her and I had very different plans for this trip. She was excited to do a relaxing trip to Vegas where she could do some shopping and go to a spa and maybe sit by the pool. And I said to her, 0 of the things on your plan list are on my plan list. I need to stay up all night one night. And she said, I'm not doing that with you. I said, that's fine. I'll take you back to the room and then I'll go back out again. She was not a fan of that, by the way. But she knew how messed up I was because of the mushroom bar that she was
So she didn't have any of this?
She didn't want to have any of the mushroom bar.
God, why would you want to be with somebody on mushrooms tripping?
She didn't want to be.
Oh, okay.
That was why it made it easier.
I was going to say,
for us
you either
to
have
part
to do it too, or you have to just like.
But when she hung out, I'll give her credit. On Friday night, I want to say she didn't end up going back to the room until close to 2-something in the morning.
And does she gamble? She doesn't.
Yeah, she likes to gamble.
Oh,
too.
she does.
She likes to gamble.
Oh, okay,
too.
that's good. So you guys are at the blackjack table together.
Texas Hold'em table game. We're playing that together. I'm over at roulette for a little bit. I'm playing over that. Love watching the spinny wheel on mushrooms. I could watch that wheel spin for hours. Fascinating.
Did you forget whether you won or lost most of the time?
Well, at one point, I started taking the guy's chips next to me and and placing bets with them, and he said, "I think you're putting bets down with my chips." And I said,
chips.
"Well," I said, "those look delicious." And I said, "Well, they're the same color." And he looked at me and he goes, "No, they're not at all." And he had purple chips next to him, and
this was for roulette.
and I had yellow chips next to me.
Different.
That they couldn't have been any more different in color. And I was like, "Well," and I said,
"Well,
sorry,
they're pretty."
Dude, I'm really messed up right now. So then at one point, I take her back to the room. I go back down to the elevator, and now I'm walking around, and I do about 2 or 3 laps around the casino, and I'm feeling really good because the mushrooms are kicking in, and I'm awake, and I know I only have in my head, I only have 3 hours to kill.
By the way,
I've been up 24 hours.
You took 2 or 3 laps. It was probably like 30 laps.
I was walking around for a while, but then
I feel like you can get lost.
I walked outside, and they had a waterfall situation going on outside the hotel, and I sat there and I stared at this waterfall.
Cool.
What felt like I thought it was hours. I was staring at the waterfall because I was out there, and it felt so good. The warmness felt so good, and I was like energized, but I was calm, and I gave myself some weird ass pep talk about life. I don't remember what it was.
Yikes!
But I was like, and then I went back in, and I was like, all right, now I'm ready to call.
I'd really love to know what you told yourself.
Dude, I remember thinking
This is it, man.
I was thinking some stupid thought about how like the waterfall is cascading down like every challenge that I've ever had to. It was like some weird. I went in there feeling so motivated and thinking to myself, now I can go upstairs and go to bed. And I walked back in, and I went out there at like 3:15 a.m. I come back inside, it's just 3:17 a.m. I thought I gave myself an hour-long pep talk. I was out there for 2 minutes, apparently, when this thing happened. So then I realized now I have no more money on me. I've lost all my money gambling.
Oh, already? And it's Friday night?
It's Friday night. I have no money on me, and I left my ATM card intentionally, but also annoyingly, up in the room, because I don't like to have access to my ATM card because I have a bit of a gambling problem. So now I have to make a decision. Do I go upstairs and do I potentially wake up my wife while I'm still up? And, she would have not let... If I had come back in and woken her up and then said I have to go back out because I can't go to sleep, that wouldn't have... It would have been a problem.
Okay.
So I said I should just not go into my room. But I also had... When you have no money and you're walking around Vegas with...
Oh, my God, yeah, what do you do?
No money...
You just have to walk up and down the Strip, I guess.
So I did leave, and I started. But the Strip is a very...
Or you could get a second dinner. You can eat.
It's weird. I wasn't hungry again, but I also had that weird feeling where the Strip, you can be feeling great, but also something can spook you really easily there, especially at that time. You can get real weird real quick because... That's just how the Strip is now.
Uh-huh.
So I walked out, and then I was like, I can't leave. I got really scared, so I went back in, and I just
Not the fountain of life.
and I sat at a slot machine, and luckily there was a lot of like groups of horny moms in town for the Backstreet Boys concert. So there was all these.
The Backstreets were back.
Yeah, the Backstreets were back. So there was all these like groups of like moms that were just like you could just tell, just like mom, it's our time,
mom weekend.
And I ended up having like a couple of really like weird, fun conversations with them. And I told them I was like, I'm on a lot of mushrooms right now. And they're like, oh, we're thinking about trying those. What do you think? And I said, oh, I'm on a Hero Bar. And they said, where do you get it? And even though I brought it from L.A., I was like, I think it's somewhere on the Strip. Go find it. And next thing I knew, I hadn't gambled, didn't lose any money. They did bring me some drinks. I kept drinking. And I walked upstairs at like the sun was starting to come up at like 5:45, or in the elevator.
So you just talked to moms for like an hour?
Talked to moms for a little bit.
The other mom friends were probably so annoyed. Who is Linda talking to? She's talking to this weird guy on mushrooms.
I was able to buy
like
stuff at the gift shop because I was able to charge stuff to my room. That was the only thing. That was my currency. And then I went back, and then in the morning, my wife said, "What time did you get home last night?" And I was like, "Oh, right after you." I didn't tell her I was up all night.
But you told her you had to do an all-nighter?
I told her I'd do an all-nighter, and she said you couldn't do it. You don't have it in you. But the next night, this is where things got good because I was all annoyed about this resort fee thing that they said, you have to pay an additional $55 a day, but don't worry, it comes with a bunch of crap you're never going to use, which is gym, business center, digital downloads of magazines and newspapers, and unlimited landline calling to Alaska and Hawaii. I said, I'm not going to let them get away with this resort fee crap. So I called. I made a bunch of calls the next day.
Was this when you were Saturday hungover?
This was Saturday when I woke up, and I was up, before 11. I didn't really sleep much, and this was.
And it was easy for you to go to sleep.
By that point, I just kind of laid in bed and passed.
And are we all just cool with word of mouth here? Or
I have video of different times of the day with clocks. With clocks, I shot in the casino too for you assholes. I knew that's how you would say it.
I'm just saying.
Allie was all mad.
Well, you said on the way out, I'm going to document everything. Yeah. And I was like, okay. And then I saw like one post of an airplane and a cocktail.
I thought you wanted me to share on the air. I didn't think you wanted me to document it live.
You said you were going to document it. I was like, okay, I was waiting.
It's all documented here. So here, this is me calling, taking advantage of my resort fee.
Hello?
Hi, aloha.
Aloha. I'm calling from Las Vegas. How are you?
Doing good, thanks.
This hotel I'm at has unlimited landline calling to Hawaii as part of my resort fee, so I'm trying to take advantage of that fee.
Oh, wonderful.
So I'm just calling Hawaii and also Alaska as well.
Awesome.
Because the only other things included in the hotel room resort fee included digital downloads of like USA Today, and I'm not going to do that, so I'm trying to get my money's worth.
I hear you.
Yeah, so figured this will probably
Unfortunately,
set the hotel
I can
back
hear
a few
you.
bucks and make it worth my while. So I just wanted to call and give you a very pleasant mahalo and aloha from Las Vegas.
Hey, right on. Thank you so much.
And what's going on there in Hawaii right now?
I realized that they didn't really want to have chit-chat with me, and they didn't really care.
Yeah, but they're also nice.
But they were friendly.
Yeah.
We're working.
Nice.
Yep.
Do you guys like mainlanders or not really? You can be honest.
Of course.
Oh, good.
Love everybody. We don't discriminate.
All right, because I am a mainlander, but I have been to Hawaii, and I'm a big fan of the banana bread.
Oh, yeah. We have the best banana bread.
See this nice conversation I'm having? I'm charging this to the hotel. Those MFers think they're going to hit me with a resort fee that I'm not going to use.
If you misread this and it was not included, and you have a huge bill.
Well, I made a lot of
all
calls.
of these calls.
I made a lot of calls. This one was
How many times have you misread fine print or not read it at all?
All the time. All the time.
So
I mean, a lot of
how
times.
sure are we that this is included?
It said in bold letters, this is part of your resort fee that you have to pay.
Yeah, well, when you look into it, because I did for a while, and they told me Crisco is the key. But thank you for taking the call, and I'll probably call back a few more times until I check out of this hotel.
All right. You enjoy your day.
Now, I remembered, Allie, while I was calling Hawaii, that you were upset about your recent luau experience there. So I did call another Hawaiian luau to complain about your complaint about the luau not having what you wanted at it, which was more hot girls dancing with fire.
There were no coconut bras.
Right, so I did
They were all very close.
So this is me calling now another Hawaiian luau.
How can I help you?
Hi, have I reached Hawaii?
Yes, you did. Aloha. This is the Queen's Waikiki.
Now they transfer me to a digital assistant right out of the gate.
This idiot needs a bot.
Are you real or AI? Hello?
AI assistant.
Oh.
I was looking for a human person.
I understand you'd like to speak with a human team member. Well, I'm the virtual assistant. I can certainly take a message for you.
Take a
Team members
message?
will be happy to follow up with you. To get started, may I have your first and last name?
This sounds so authentically Hawaiian.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm here to help with any questions you have about our luau. Was there something specific you were looking for assistance with today?
Yeah, on the pictures on the site show a lot of fire dancing and stuff, a lot of spinning fire. But the reality, I feel like when we get there, is just a bunch of the kind of people in big dresses blowing into horns and shells. Would you agree there's not enough fire?
Our show features a variety of Polynesian performances, including the traditional fire knife dance, which is a highlight of the evening. It's a full experience that celebrates many aspects of Polynesian culture, not just one element. Would you like me to help you with anything else today?
No, the reality is I'm just calling you from my hotel room in Las Vegas because I have unlimited calling to Hawaii as part of my resort fee.
It's great that you have that perk. Since you're on the line, is there anything I can help you with regarding our luau today?
I'm going to ask this on behalf of my lesbian friend Allie, who went to a luau recently and said there weren't enough coconut bras. Do you guys have coconut bras?
I don't have information about the specific costume details for our performers. Our show focuses on authentic Polynesian performances.
Which is coconut bras.
Is there anything else I can help you with today?
No, that'll do it. Thank you.
So anyway, it didn't go great. Anyway, most of the rest of my trip to Vegas before the game started, and I went down to the sportsbook and lost the rest of my money, was calling Alaska and Hawaii. That was it. Here's me calling
Sammy
home.
City Diner.
Hi, is this Alaska?
This is.
Wonderful. I'm in Las Vegas right now, calling from my hotel room. Apparently I have part of my resort fee is unlimited calling to Alaska and Hawaii, and I don't really know anyone there, but I wanted to take advantage since the resort fee is not cheap, so I just wanted to say hi.
Hello.
And they were very pleasant. Alaska
She sounds
as
like
well.
a bot, too.
Yeah, she was real, though. And she said, she goes on and on. But the
Sounds
point,
kind of flirty.
Allie, I'm telling you, I think I had a chance with this girl. If I met her in Anchorage, Alaska.
And, they're banging me out for $55 a day to use a fax machine, which I'm never going to use, so I decided I might as well call anyone that will answer in Hawaii or Alaska.
I got you. You got to talk to somebody in Alaska.
Wonderful. Where are you?
Anchorage.
Nice. Are you at that time of the year where there's no sun forever?
No, so that doesn't actually happen. It's like 6 weeks up on the very, very north slope where they don't get any sun for 6 weeks, but otherwise in the wintertime for us it's just like your regular, getting dark at 5 or 6 p.m.
I know. How boring is that? Everything we thought we knew was a lie about Alaska.
Alaska's lies.
That's what I thought.
That's like all I know about Alaska.
I was like, that's literally what everyone thinks. And then she goes on to say
one
this.
place at the tippy top?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, they also believe that we live in igloos and ride polar bears.
You do?
That's what I said.
Yes,
Well, that part's true, right?
Of course.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, well, thank you for taking the call. And where did I call?
Sammy City Diner, yeah.
What is your specialty there for anyone who may be visiting?
Chicken fried steak.
Man, that sounds great.
We make it here in-house.
And that's made with polar bear?
If you want to tell people that, I won't deny it.
Okay.
So that's one of my many calls to Alaska.
They're
as well.
endangered, but
So
have chicken fried polar bear.
I do have a copy of my folio for you to look at, so you can see just how many calls were made. That's my way of really sticking it to the resort fee, really sticking it to them. When I did ask where the business center was, I had 6 different people that told me they had no idea.
I don't think even the people that built it probably know where it is.
So that is.
There's some other guy on mushrooms who's stuck in there.
I may dispute that. We got to take a quick break. Doesn't that sound like a funner summer was had?
Sounds like you were miserable.
That's funner summer.
That was
Yay.
KROQ.
The Klein Alley Show.
KROQ.
106.7 FM.
Klein Alley Show.
We'll see Billie Joe tonight, a little closer to home. They've got his side project, the Coverups. As you know, it's his cover band. They're playing a show at the Roxy. Apparently already a line of people outside waiting to get into that one right there. So, actually, I would say Green Day is the side project. The real bread and butter comes from the Coverups, Billie Joe Armstrong, and that is happening. It's happening today, later today. So,
If I just covered their Green Day songs.
It would be just doing covers of different Green Day songs. Probably do it good. I've seen that guy's popped into karaoke bars before, seen people singing Green Day and hopped on stage. He always does a good version of his own songs. So, the Coverups, that's happening tonight. I'm sure you probably, if you're not already in line in that crowd of people, good luck getting in. It's a hard ticket to get. An easier ticket to get would be the one from us. We have them for you starting next hour to the just announced festival happening in Santa Monica, where you'll see the Killers and Sublime and Jack White and more, and you'll have chances to win your way into that next hour on the show. It's a Monday morning. We're still recovering from the weekend. It has hit me that even though some people are now accusing, after hearing my story, that I did not pull an all-nighter, because 408 says an all-nighter is something that means you didn't sleep at all. You must have stayed up and then not gone to sleep even at 6 a.m. I thought I could stay up 24 hours. He said you have to stay up and go to the next day.
I think you're
guess
good.
we'll have to do it
If you
again.
sleep a couple hours, that's
Guys,
fine.
I'm so drained right now.
I don't think you did it right.
I definitely didn't do it right.
I don't know if you really did it.
I did
but
it.
If you did it the way you said you did it, it counts.
I did it, but I didn't do it right. That's for sure. And some people are still recovering from Friday's show.
Today, listening, because I was not at work, I was just listening to the dude with the arm. I almost sharted myself. I mean, it was laughing so hard. Then I got back and I was able to watch it. It's incredible. You guys are amazing. Oh, my God. All right. Take care.
He's talking about One Arm Gary revealing his new arm that he got. If you want to see that, there's a clip up right now on our Instagram at Klein Alley Show of what the arm looks like. We can't possibly do justice just by talking about it. You must see it with your own eyes. It is, as Omar said,
medieval, man.
It's the world's finest technology from the 1940s, and you have to see it to believe it. It was not something we put together in the, quote, prop department here at KROQ, because we don't have that. But, man, it's worth checking out, and I'm glad it brought so much people so much joy. Right now, let's get into your news. Then a brand new hour of the show will begin.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News.
The World Cup may be over, but the disciplinary action is just now beginning. FIFA has announced that they are opening some disciplinary proceedings following some of the fighting that was happening on the field just after Spain won the World Cup. If you saw, there were several people on the Argentina side that were fighting with some of the people on the Spain side, in those little, pink shirts. Those little, over things that some of them wear. I don't really know if they're, on the team or if they're just, cheerleaders. But they're, dressed in outfits, but then they have these little, vests on.
Yeah, Vanessa could explain that. Vanessa,
so
who's she
the
talking
Argentina
about?
people were fighting with the people in the little vests.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And now there
They're
might
like
be
the
some
ball boys or something.
I think so, yeah. But they celebrate like they're players.
There are other players, they're just not in, so that's how
So they were like the I'm not in vests?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, they were all fighting. It got physical. Now there might be some disciplinary action. There might be some, quote, sanctions. So we'll find out. But on the layman's side, the feds are also announcing they have seized 1,000 different internet domains that were illegally streaming the World Cup.
Oh.
So not just the final, but all of the World Cup matches throughout the whole process from the beginning. They were watching without authorization, 1,000 different websites. So they are saying they're going to find those people and track them down, which is going to be interesting. But overall, it was something that brought us together, and nobody brings us together like Tom Cruise. And this was just another highlight from the World Cup, where Tom Cruise talked for 2.5 minutes about how the World Cup has made the world better.
Football is a language spoken without words, a force that unites people, that turns strangers into friends, and reminds us of what we all have in common.
The ability to drink and spend money.
Today, only 2 teams remain. España y Argentina.
That's like when Ally was learning
He
Spanish.
is an American man through and through.
Right. You really over-pronunciated that.
Yeah, he really did. But it got people excited.
But these stories, these stories belong to each and every one of us. Let us celebrate each other. This is football. This is unity. And this is greatness.
Felt like a Cirque du Soleil show was about to start. It was so epic.
Do you think
It
that was a better pep talk than this pep talk we got on the goat line?
Good afternoon, Klein and Ally. You guys aren't stupid. You're the greatest show on radio. Anywho, I'm the FIFA guy for Spain. Don't want to smush them. I just wish the best if they win over Argentina, not England. Anyways, let's go. If they win, let's go España! Vanessa! España! Let's go!
Similar excitement right there.
I think it was, comparable. All right, Jennifer Finch of the band L7 unfortunately passed away this weekend. If you're familiar at all with L7, they were a very influential rock grunge band in the 90s, an LA band, a girl band. Jennifer Finch was the bassist. She was very loved in the community. She's one of Dave Grohl's exes as well. And she was so loved that when the band announced she had an aggressive form of brain cancer, people started donating like crazy to her GoFundMe. They'd raised over $400,000, but then less than a week after they announced the diagnosis and put up the GoFundMe, she passed away. This was right as the band was about to start on their farewell tour. That was going to start later this year. Of course, I think they're making adjustments now, but Tom Morello, Garbage, Violet Grohl, Courtney Love, a lot of people are pouring their hearts out to the great Jennifer Finch today because she was only 59 years old, and she had already beat cancer like 15 years ago, so she's a pretty incredible woman from what I was reading about. And then here's this for laziness, Klein. What if you could get dressed without having to physically do anything?
Here's an idea. Automatic clothing that does the dressing for you. An idea that came to a Stanford researcher while riding a bike in the rain and thinking, gee, I wish my rain jacket could crawl itself onto me.
There's a fine line between crazy and genius.
This guy's
and
genius.
just plain stupidity.
I thought about that when I was laying in bed, too. Even sometimes I like to sleep naked, and the idea that I have to get up and put on pants or underwear if I have to,
What if it just
leave.
crawled up onto you?
It just crawl up onto me?
Yeah, that was the idea.
Though strange, the innovation could help people with unique jobs or needs.
Like what? I don't know.
Well, I was about to buy that thing on the infomercial to put your socks on for you, but apparently it's only meant for like old people or people that like have like muscular
Old people
problems.
I can see. That's probably it though.
But yeah, but you could if you're able-bodied and you can have that thing to put your socks on for you. Remember that thing? You like
Is
step
it that
into
hard
it.
to put your socks?
That's
I mean,
annoying.
how lazy do we get? We can't even dress ourselves
This thing's
anymore.
cool because I think you preset the socks and you step into it like a mouse trap and it like shoots them on your foot.
No word yet on what the cue is for pants on, pants off. I suggest a clapper.
There we go. He's got jokes.
All right, well, there you have it. That's news doing what news does. This is a good hour to be listening to KROQ for a few reasons, but primarily because this is the hour we get you into a brand new festival that was just announced in Santa Monica. So, in your future, as we give you a funner summer and celebrate Jason, the great stretch of months that are July through November, we get you to Santa Monica September 26th. The Killers, Jack White, Sublime, and more. Those tickets coming up for you this hour right here on KROQ. Good morning.
KROQ.
Klein Alley Show. Mornings on KROQ.
Yeah!
KROQ.
It's Klein Alley Show.
106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. The Sonic Pulse of Los Angeles. This is the world famous KROQ.
Hell yeah, welcome to your KROQ's Klein Alley Show. Recovery Monday, Summer Monday. Will make it worth your while this hour. We get you into a festival. I know a lot of people calling right now. But don't waste your time. We will have those tickets for you coming up a little bit later this hour with a topic called Pregnancy by Proxy. Things that you are doing or not doing because maybe you have a pregnant person in your life that is asking you to adjust your cigarette intake or your turkey intake.
Are you pregnant in solidarity? Did you do any of that stuff?
Well,
when
the
your wife
problem
was pregnant?
the problem I did when my wife was pregnant is that she would never know what she was in the mood for. So she would order like 4 or 5 different things, and then it would show up, and she would be all of it would make her nauseous, and I would go like, well, I guess I'm eating all of this.
Oh, so
I
you
ended
got
up,
fat by proxy.
Oh yeah. I mean, as I said, I put on a ton of weight, and it was basically because of food that we would get, and then she would be literally sitting in a restaurant. She would say, that looks good. We'd order it, and then by the time it arrived, she's like, I think I'm going to throw up. And I was like, I guess I'll eat that too.
Oh, yeah. I'll put on a breakfast, cook the breakfast, bring it here, and by the time it's time to eat it, I find it disgusting.
So that's part of the stuff I did. And then, yeah, there was other things.
Did you drink? You drank and she didn't?
I drank, yeah, I drank. I drank for 2.
So this time, Katie is not drinking.
Wow. And your wife's got a problem. Right? I mean,
she loves drinking.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen her get after it before, and I've seen her I remember that time she knocked over that candle when she said, bartender, whiskey.
Yeah. She usually collects everyone's drink tickets
and then
throughout
uses
the
them
night,
all.
and then she uses them all herself.
Right.
But there was another friend of mine who's also pregnant, just as far along as I am, and the guy is also not doing sushi. And I was like, that sucks. Like, how far do you have to go?
Right.
To be in
supportive.
solidarity.
Right.
Yeah.
And then on the flip side, maybe you got to convince the pregnant person, come on, a little glass of wine's not going to hurt. Just a puff of weed's not going to hurt anything.
Yeah, did you break the rules?
Right. So we'll get into that coming up later this hour, and that can score you these tickets to go to hang out in Santa Monica at this new music festival. We'll have those tickets for you this hour and next hour. Allie, if you remember on Friday, we played a message, and you called this person a pervert.
Hey, Klein, when Ellie's masturbating down the freeway, it's not the 101. It's the 101. Oh. Ellie, you're looking hot anyways. Love the show. Bye.
So remember, we played that message, and you called that guy a pervert. Do you remember that?
Did I say specifically pervert?
Yes, you called him a pervert. Well, he was not happy that you called him a pervert, and he's called back to say this to you.
Hi, Klein Ellie. This is Corona Kenny. And Friday, you played a clip of mine about Ellie driving down the freeway on the 101. You called it pervy. How can you call that pervy? She's the one masturbating on the 101. I'm the pervy one?
Yeah, so why is he the pervert if you're the one who's self-pleasuring while driving on the 101?
I'm sorry, Corona Kenny. I must have been wrong about you being a pervert.
How do we not know that we had a Corona Kenny listening to the show?
Nickname he gave himself
Allie,
or given to him by others?
If you'd like to go ahead and give your public apology to Corona Kenny, you have 12 seconds to do it.
I'm going to double down.
Okay.
Come at me, perv.
All right. You hear them? You hear that, Corona Kenny? And fighting words from the freeway masturbator. It's KROQ.
Klein Alley Show.
Dating is tough, And if you are on the apps, you're probably off the apps because you said there's nothing good here anymore, and you're going to go old-fashioned, try to find someone in real life, but everyone's weird and smells funny, so then you go, I don't know, I feel like I'm just going to be single forever. That's a real feeling, and a lot of people have it, and I feel like dating now is probably more difficult than ever before. And
definitely more frustrating.
Very frustrating. It seems like there's so many options to meet people, but everyone you're meeting feels like it's just a bunch of collections of rejects.
I think that everyone just tries to move away and find a place that's not full of just a bunch of gross hookups.
Right.
And then it's like, oh, I'll get off of Tinder and I'll go to LinkedIn. Okay, now that's for gross hookups. Now I'm going to go back to Facebook. Okay, that's now for gross hookups. All right, now I'm going to join a running group. Now that's gross hookups.
Gross hookups.
And then you just kind of keep bouncing around.
A bunch of people show up at these running clubs now. They're not even dressed for running. They just want to meet people quickly.
Gay clubs. Oh, great. Oh, no, bunch of gross weirdos.
But
for hookups.
Jake is trying something unorthodox. He's letting his dating profile completely go into the hands of Allie and Vanessa, and then also Postmaster Johnny. And I believe they've got him on 2 different apps now.
Yeah, because we decided to throw his dating profile out the window. It
was
had
terrible.
a lot of red flags in it. And I get it was honest, brutally honest, but you want to pump yourself up a little bit. It's like a resume for you. You know, you want to lead with the hits.
Yeah, but you don't want to also set the expectation so high that you're instantly going to be a disappointment when you first meet.
Yeah,
so
but
it's
you want
that
people
sweet
to
spot.
you got to get your foot in the door first, right? So Vanessa and I came up with a dating profile. We feel good about it. And Johnny came up with his dating profile for Jake, which is very short and to the point. So he put both on different platforms.
And Jake claims he has an update, an exciting update, which, by the way, if you keep track, when he was doing his own dating profile, dating app, he had no updates. There were 0 updates.
He went on one terrible date.
One terrible date that was his fault. So you put these up on Friday, which is probably a very popular day of the week, I would imagine, for people to freshen up their dating profiles. And what is the update, Jake?
Well, despite your best efforts to sabotage me, because Allie's picture was like, AI, make me fat, or AI, make me
muscular,
shiny and gross. Bumble is where I put Allie and Vanessa's profile.
Okay.
And I paid for the premium subscription for a week, which was $33.
Oh.
But it got me 62 likes and 8 matches.
What? Is that good?
I think it's pretty good.
Right.
Did they hear your voice when they did this, or no? Because you sound
No.
Yeah, you sound like you got something.
I'm getting better.
Okay.
I don't know, dude. You're sounding like you're morphing into Moist Joyce.
Well, it might be true.
That cricket's really destroying you.
So you have you got 8 matches,
62 likes and 8 matches. Yeah.
and from those matches, what happens from that?
Now it's just conversation and maybe a meetup.
Yikes.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Back to nothing.
Yeah. But you got the matches, and that's better than you were. So were you on Bumble before?
That's where I met my ex, yeah.
Okay.
And you don't think that when you pay money for that, they give you a few freebie likes just to make it feel like you're getting your money's worth because they knew you signed up for the weekly plan?
I don't care. It made me feel good.
Yeah.
And have you had any actual back and forth with any of the matches yet?
Yeah, a bunch.
And any
How are they
plans
going?
moving forward?
There is a tentative plan to maybe watch a Dodger game today with the lady. But we'll see.
Perfect. See, you start with something that's easy for people to grasp, like a baseball game, not like a weird rock show.
Is the deal she has to go to your bar, though?
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Wait, are you taking her to the stadium or are you going to a bar?
No, you just said he's going to take her to his bar.
No, they're out of town and playing Philly.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
So it's going to be come to my bar that's convenient for me.
You know, that's going to be such a red flag because you're going to have Moist Joyce walking up and be like, Jake, what's up? And then, hey, bar buddy Bob, what's up? Going on? And then just all of your weird bar friends are going to be...
That makes me comfortable.
No, because then she's going to immediately go, this is a weird barfly who spends all of his time at this bar, you know, and he doesn't have a life outside
Jake,
of it.
would you like to have each of us come up to you, not as coworkers, but as like, hey, that's the guy who saved my life. High five.
That'd be amazing.
Like we all
or I can walk up and be like, you gave me the best pleasure of my life, and then you left.
I'm still trembling from that orgasm you gave me years ago. Thank you, Jake.
Yes, Klein, please say that. That'd be great.
Just please go to one bar over. Just go to a more neutral place.
I'm open to it. We'll find out.
Okay. So that's the only thing that's coming from it is just a possible date today?
Al, you sure you don't want him to get approached by this guy?
Oh, greetings, Goat Lime. This is Bar Buddy Bob. I just want to tell everybody out there how important the Klein and Ally deodorant is.
Okay, great. You don't want that guy approaching Jake when he's on his first
You
date?
don't want that conversation right next to a new person.
That could hurt.
All right. I don't think so. How many likes did you get from Johnny's profile?
You won't believe this. Johnny's Tinder profile, and I paid again for a week premium. That was $18.99. I only got 2 likes. And one was a guy.
That sounds like Johnny's done his magic.
Actually, the most promising I got was a kind of a hookup from our Instagram post from a lady who said, yes, I'm very single and would absolutely love, and you would absolutely love me. I collect dead animals, catch reptiles, and have a ton of DMT. And I'm a great effing time.
Cool.
And so I'm going to message her again and see if we can't connect.
Sounds like you already did all the DMT.
That's not what happened.
All right.
I can hear it in your throat.
Yeah, we hear it, dude. All right, well, congratulations.
Oh, she catches lizards. That's right up your alley.
Hey, listen, good. Congrats to everyone who took advantage. And those are more likes than you've ever received on yourself, your own profile. So all our experiment here with Allie and Vanessa and Johnny all proved to be positive for you.
Well, the Tinder one wasn't so great.
Sounds like your wife, man. She just collects dead animals.
That was from Instagram.
That was from Instagram.
Yeah, even better, man.
Yeah. Johnny, you got to listen to the show a little more. We got to take a break. We'll be right back. When we return, your chance to share with us your stories. Pregnant, what is something that you gave up? You were not pregnant, but someone in your life was, and as a result, you were forced to give things up.
Pregnant in solidarity.
Pregnant in solidarity.
There's
Allie's
a big
going through it
conversation
right
in
now.
my house right now.
And
what should be given up.
We'll make it worth your while by getting you into a festival in September in Santa Monica with the Killers and Jack White and Sublime and many others, and that will be all worth it. So maybe you gave up some sushi, but you're going to go to a great show. Give us your call. We'll get you on the air next. 800-520-1067. That is next.
Hello, this is Brandon Flowers from the Killers. Lock your speed dial on KROQ.
Listen to KROQ every hour from 9 to 6 to win a pair of tickets. Ocean Wave Festival, Saturday, September 26th at the beach in Santa Monica.
Oh, is that what they're calling it now?
With the Killers, Jack White, Sublime, and more.
How's everybody doing? You need to see me right away so I can fix this. Till the sun blows up in the sky.
Courtesy of Golden Voice. Tickets and info at oceanwavefestival.com.
Keep listening for your chance to win on the world famous KROQ Rock and Roll.
KROQ.
Klein and Ally show. If you're pregnant, there's a lot of cool stuff that happens, I guess. You get to grow a life inside of you, and you get to hold that over your significant other's face for the rest of their entire lives. You don't even know what it's like. And then we say things like, it was only 9 months. And then you go, it's 10 months! 10 months!
40 weeks!
You guys think 9. A man doctor said that. It's
and
not
my
9.
body's never been the same.
Never been the same. But as you know, if you are with someone who's pregnant, it's also a sacrifice as well, because maybe you have to be pregnant by proxy. You've got to make some sacrifices. Or you have to figure out ways to sneak sushi behind their back.
Yeah, and this just brought up the conversation of what do you do in solidarity, if anything, because the first time, I don't think Katie really cared. There was not really any kind of change in her diet, her drinking habits, nothing really. This time around, she's cleaned up her act a little bit. And even yesterday, when we were all deciding what to get for lunch, there was Jersey Mike's was on the table. Technically, they discourage you eating deli meat. And I was like, man, I'm the one, but I'm not going to expect anybody to change just for me and decide, hey, we're going to go with something else just because I'm not eating the deli meat. I will figure it out. You guys enjoy yourselves.
Well, let me ask you some things. Can you do slip and slides or no? Is that out?
Not with like a water park. When we went to Wild Rivers, I didn't go on any of the rides.
You
No.
couldn't do the rides. You can do
I
lazy.
think when you're like slipping and sliding around, it's not good. Like it can jolt.
Trampoline, probably no good.
Probably no
what
good.
What about Omar's favorite activity of zip lining?
I don't think I would zip line. No.
You don't think you could zip line? I think you could zip.
I guess I'd have to ask my doctor.
Just in a harness, and then you zip down.
Yeah. We're going to give you a list of things to ask your doctor later, and they will include
I
zip
actually
lining.
do have a phone appointment today, so
Okay,
give me
good.
your list of questions.
Yeah, I mean, I think zipping sounds probably fine, I would think, of all of the. I know that they always go extra, let's err on the side of caution, that if the zip line goes a little too fast and you go, belly first into a tree, that's not a good thing.
Yeah, I think it's just a riskier thing. But I think if you're plummeting down at a very fast pace, like they say, just don't go on roller coasters, and that's kind of the same effect, right?
Can't you do roller coasters that don't have loopy loops? Couldn't you just do like a?
I could do Soarin'. I could do Goofy's Sky School.
I bet you probably can't, though. I mean, I don't know, because they do have I have seen those signs when you get on those rides that say, most of us avoid them or ignore them because they talk about, but if you're pregnant, you probably should not do this.
But if we go to Disneyland, am I expecting Katie to not ride Space Mountain because I can't ride Space Mountain? How far are you expecting your partner to go?
All right, let's go. Let's figure this out. We have tickets to give away. So maybe you gave up something for someone else's pregnancy. As a result, maybe we give you something, and that would be tickets to go to a brand new festival just announced in Santa Monica with The Killers, Jack White, Sublime, and more. Of course, it's called the Ocean Way Festival. What's up, James?
Oh, man. What's up, guys? Sweet Divots.
Sweet Divots. What'd you give up?
I had to give up dairy. Among a lot of other things, like the deli meat is hard, alcohol is hard, sushi is hard, but, man, dairy rules the world around us. And
why did you have to give up dairy?
Well, there was just like she loves cheese and all of that, and like it just gave her so much pain when she was pregnant, and then thereafter it was so.
Now, did she?
Like I had to finish maybe some string cheeses here and there, but like, man, it was so bad for her. I just felt.
I know the soft cheese. They're a big fan of no soft cheeses. They love the whole no brie, no.
Yeah, because but that's a whole pasteurization thing. It's
is that why?
Yeah, but I think all cheese in America is pasteurized. I don't know how much it really matters. But the fact that were you asked to do, like, did your wife ask you to do those things, or you volunteered to give up all those things?
She didn't ask, but I volunteered just because like she loved it so much, and I kind of like, I'm the cook of our household, so like if like I was making pizza or something, like they just came out with that like diet cheese, and it was just so
God, abort.
Well, and then when we were in Hawaii, we went to a sushi truck, and I had to get like a cooked shrimp thing. Right. And Katie got like this incredible, raw fish roll, and she's not only eating it in front of me, but saying, I think this is the best sushi I've ever had.
Omar, get your finger ready on the sound effects. Nicole, good morning on KROQ. Hi.
Hi, good morning.
What did you gave up something when you were pregnant?
No, my sister is currently pregnant. I live with her, so I had to give up eggs because she can't stand the smell.
Oh,
eggs!
You have to give up eating any eggs, which is the
in any form
cornerstone of all breakfast.
In any form,
right? She can't smell the smell of it, and so that's it. Now eggs are out for you.
Basically, and I tried to compromise with her. I said, "Fine, I'll buy the hard-boiled ones, the pre-cooked ones that kind of taste like rubber, because at least I won't be cooking them." And she said, "No, they make this fridge smell like eggs."
No, she's not wrong.
They make the fridge smell like eggs.
Yeah.
She has a very sensitive nose.
Yes. Well, eggs are a polarizing one, I have to say. It's like one day I'm like, yes, and then the next day I'm like, that's the most disgusting thing I've ever tasted or smelled.
But this is interesting compared to the first guy. The first guy said the cheese physically gave her pain, so she couldn't eat it while pregnant, so he gave it up.
This is just an aversion to the smell.
This is just a smell thing. She could actually eat it. Nothing wrong with eating eggs. Eat all the eggs you want as long as they're not, quote, under runny or whatever they say. Want to make sure they're cooked. But she doesn't like the smell, so the smell is making her so nauseous that now the sister who lives with her has to give up eggs by proxy because she's in the
That's a major food to eliminate from your diet.
A major sound effect that we can't play.
Eggs.
I mean, imagine I wonder if her sister has a problem with that sound.
And probably the most versatile food, period.
Denise, this is, hold on. Hey, good morning. You're on KROQ. We're talking about the things you gave up because someone else in your life was pregnant, and we'll make it worth your while by giving you tickets to a festival. What's up, Denise?
Hi. Yeah. I had to give up coffee for my mother, which was very ironic because she was kind of the one that introduced it to me. And then she got pregnant, and, I tried to still make my own cup and whatever, but the smell, she was like, this is not fair. I had to start getting my coffees on my own, but then, secretly brush my teeth and, so she doesn't get a whiff of it on me. So
are you doing coffee? I learned it from watching you, Mom.
Oh, God.
Wait, Al, you're not allowed to have coffee when pregnant?
You usually limit your caffeine intake, but I know a lot of women that still have some coffee. But a lot of women don't want to drink it because of nausea, because they're disgusted by it.
So this woman who lives, her mom doesn't like the smell of coffee, so she can't have her coffee. And of all the things we brought up so far, that's
the most essential. How do you give up? I mean, it's a daily drug. It's your regular daily drug every single morning. How can you give that up? And not even for a significant other, for your mom.
There's something so crazy about the idea, too, that if you're a pregnant woman and you're more tired anyway because you're growing a life inside of you. And
you're not having the coffee.
That they also say to you can't have things that would make you more awake, like meth or coffee. It's just crazy.
It's just, it's sadistic.
Jason on KROQ, you gave it up to accommodate a pregnant person. What's up?
Yeah, we were in Honduras on vacation. We specifically went to Honduras to go scuba diving, and the concept of being on a boat made my wife nauseous, so we literally didn't dive the entire 5 days we were in Honduras.
Oh, man.
We gave up the entire vacation to sit in the hotel room because the boat made her feel nauseous thinking about it.
Did you bring your own stuff with you, too? Like you packed a wetsuit for the trip and everything?
Second skin, no wetsuit, full BC, full computer, fins, mask, snorkel, weight belt.
Just all set in the hotel room.
Wow.
This guy, whole
You've
trip,
got like an oxygen tank in the carry-on.
whole trip planned, just sitting in the hotel room.
Staring at your flippers.
Where are my flippers down the lobby, I guess. That's
that does suck.
That sucks, too. Because
that's not even affecting your daily life. That's your whole vacation. And that's the whole reason you went to that location.
And she was probably excited about doing it until she found out she was pregnant, and then it just happened to hit. And by the way, 1 week later, she could have said, I got no problem with the boat concept.
Yeah. Then she's after the 13 weeks. She's happy, ready to go diving.
Hey, Chad on KROQ, good morning. Things you gave up while someone in your life was pregnant. Allie's pregnant right now. She hasn't asked us to give up stuff.
No, I wouldn't expect that.
But I do ask you every day if I do bring food in the studio, hey, does this smell bad for you?
Yeah, and I appreciate you asking.
But,
and the answer is I don't know. I won't know until you're eating it.
Hey, Chad, what's up? Chad, going once, going twice.
Hello?
Oh, man, under the wire. What's up, Chad?
Hey.
What'd you give up,
You're
personality?
doing great, Chad. I gave up 2-word sentences.
I gave up candy.
Cool.
That sounds really tough for you.
Worst caller of the day.
Let me say hi to Mike. Hey, Mike, good morning. You're on KROQ. Hi.
So I don't know if Allie's taken her digestional diabetes test yet, but my wife tested positive with our son, and so she removed all sugary food. So that meant my cereal in the morning, my candy stash, everything else was removed from the house so that she wouldn't eat it as well. But that just made me stop off on the way home from work and like pound Twinkies and donuts before I got home.
Yeah, I mean,
Good man.
I like that. That's how you fight through.
You just cheat on her in the car.
Just pounding Twinkies in the car.
323 said they gave up sex for the entire pregnancy.
Wait a minute. Hold on. That may be one of these calls here. That's a tough one to give. But the whole time? I thought, don't you hit a trimester or you're super horny?
Yeah, there were a couple of waves of it. But like right now, I'm in the point where that is the last thing on my mind.
It is?
Oh, my God. I feel terrible.
Always the first thing on my mind.
It's the last thing I think about.
Nothing is, you're not horny. Nothing is horny right now.
Nothing is horny. If I did have sex, it would probably happen very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because there's so much nerve, there's so much blood flow and stuff. But as bad as I feel, as bloated as I feel, as tired as I feel, absolutely not.
No, I'm not into it anymore. You've also rooted for me just now, so thank you for that description.
You're welcome.
Allie, we've heard from a lot of people. There's a lot more people that like to share the things they've given up, the real heroes to accommodate the pregnant people in their lives. Of all of the stories we just heard, and there are so. Oh, here's hold on. Here's the person that gave up sex. Hold on 1 second, and then. Hey, Susie.
Hi.
No
Ellie.
sex for the entire pregnancy?
Well, that too. That wasn't what I texted about.
Oh, that wasn't? What did you text about?
I didn't have to give him a thing. My husband didn't give up anything, but he gained a bunch of weight because I was really sick the whole pregnancy, and I could only eat by watching someone eat, and I could only eat a little bit at a time, so he literally ate like 5 meals a
Wait,
day.
you could only eat when you were watching someone else eat?
Yeah, I had hyperemesis gravidarum, which meant I threw up the whole 9 months, and I lost so much weight because of it.
Allie's horny
would
again.
not-
Oh, well, keep going.
So you had to watch someone else eat so you could eat. So how fat did you make your husband during this time?
I think he gained like more than 60 pounds, and I lost
60 pounds.
Did he lose it after you had the baby, or he still has that weight?
It took a couple years.
Is that a truck backing up, or is that...
That's her husband. That's her husband. Her husband's entering the room right now. Okay. All right.
Let me check, honey.
Allie, we heard a lot of stories. One of these people's got to get rewarded with tickets to this festival.
The candy guy.
It's the
We'll come back with that next.
Klein Ally Show.
KROQ, Klein Ally Show. All right, listen, we talked to a lot of people and a lot of things that were given up to accommodate pregnant people. Someone said it's ironic that you guys are giving away the tickets to the people that gave up cheese and not the pregnant women that had to carry the babies the entire time.
Oh, man, you had to give up eggs? I feel so bad.
But listen, there's been some funny stories here, and we appreciate that. So you gave up something. Let's give you something.
Yeah, and take your pregnant wife to the show.
Yeah, or maybe you've got kidnapped. Who knows? Jason, we heard a lot of stories, and a lot of them involve food. But you had to cancel you didn't cancel. You went on this trip, but you were not able to go on the boat. So you just sat in your hotel room for a week and looked at your scuba gear to accommodate your pregnant wife who did not want to go on a boat. And we say to you, congratulations. You're going to be at the first ever festival happening in Santa Monica featuring the Killers, Jack White, and Sublime. It's called Ocean Way, and you're as good as in, all right?
Great, guys. Thank you very much. And I will take her with me.
Okay, good.
Great.
Take your scuba gear, too. You're right by the ocean.
I would love it if you wore your scuba gear and went to that show. It would make us very happy, please. If you could, that'd be great. All
These
right.
goggles are all fogging up.
Think about it. Yeah, please. Constantly falling over, stupid flippers. We have more of those tickets for you coming up next hour. So if you didn't win or you don't have a story that fit with what we were looking for, don't worry. We have another pair of tickets for you to go see all those bands at Ocean Way Festival happening on the beach at Santa Monica on September 26th. You can win those tickets all week from 9 a.m. through 6 p.m. And that includes next hour with us right here on KROQ. We take a super quick break. We're back with some A.D.D. news, and then we have another hour of the show to get into and lots of tickets to give you, and it's all after this.
The Klein and Ally Show. Klein and Ally Show mornings. KROQ.
Sublime is one of the bands that you will be seeing later this morning if you pay attention and win some tickets from us to the just announced, listen to this, Ocean Way Festival in Santa Monica, California. Parking, that'll be tricky, but outside of that, you'll enjoy yourself some Sublime and some Killers and some Jack White and many others. We have tickets for you coming up for that later this morning a couple of times, so be ready to win your way into the just announced new festival happening in Santa Monica September 26th. You can win your tickets from us starting at 9 a.m. this morning all day through 6 p.m. We get you to that festival. Good morning.
Hey guys, Sweet Dibbits. So I just wanted to give you guys a little shout out today. I wanted to say that soundbite that you guys added at the end of each episode now of Vanessa going, "Thank you, ladies and gentlemen." That is spot on. That is great. Please don't ever change it. Please don't remove it. It's the best. Hell yeah. Happy Friday, y'all. Hope you have a great weekend. Later.
I am a fan of the addition of Vanessa thanking the ladies and gentlemen for listening to the show. It's
Just the one gentleman.
Just the one gentleman out there. We get into your news now, then a brand new hour of the show can officially begin. If you need us in any way, shape, or form, you can do a couple of things. Use the text line, use the phone lines, 800-520-1067, or you can slide in the DMs, or if you want to join in on the conversation that is happening as we're streaming live on YouTube, you can go find us there at KROQ's YouTube. Lots of ways to get involved, or just sit back and wait for your chance to call and win. And right now, let's find out what's happening in the world together.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News.
Well, it is the biggest live-action movie debut of the year. The Odyssey may have cost $250 million to make, but they made it all back in one weekend, at least globally. It made $124 million over the weekend domestically, but twice that across the globe. And they say it has disproven the go woke, go broke theory, that if you try to get all wokey with casting, it'll tank the movie. Experts are saying that it's not necessarily a historically accurate movie, and as far as the text goes, and it's being purposely dumbed down for 2026 audiences, but that's exactly why it's succeeding. And not only that, It has turned into a 24-hour experience. People are staying up all night to watch this movie. Many movie theaters are staying open all night, doing 1 a.m., 2 a.m., and 6 a.m. showings in IMAX and otherwise, playing it as many times as they possibly can on a loop. And that's the schedule for the next 4 weeks because they think the demand is going to stay for that long.
There's a couple of changes that are happening to movies as a result of this, and I even saw that there were some theaters that were contemplating pausing the movie halfway through so that everyone in the theater could take a bathroom break together.
Well, if you're going to do that, you have to have a vote. If everyone wants to keep going, then they need to keep going. I hate waiting for somebody else to go to the bathroom.
But imagine them adding an intermission into the middle of a movie.
Bring back intermissions.
That's a crazy concept because people that are going, I want to see it, but I don't know, 3 hours drinking that giant bucket of soda, that's going to be tough.
I don't know. I just feel like, yes, I mean, growing up in the theater, of course, I'm used to an intermission. However, there's always somebody that will abuse the intermission.
That's on them then.
Yeah, that's on them.
That's terrible. Don't do that at all.
Yeah, Johnny went to it over the weekend. He said he was able to hold his Wii.
It was the greatest movie ever, and there were only people leaving to use the restroom were the middle-aged old guys, which understandably, they have bladder issues.
They're like, come on, hold it. Come
they were
on,
like
you can
sneaking
do
through the
it.
aisles like, excuse me. And
But
I was
once
like, keep your ass out of here. Don't come back, bro.
Once again, rock pants, not just
like
for
a great
theaters.
vibe.
Rock pants, baby. I'm telling you, we talk about how these rock pants are just for concerts. You don't miss your favorite bands, but couldn't you throw on a pair of rock pants and enjoy the Odyssey in theaters?
Why not just put toilets in the seats? They've got enough stuff tricked out those seats now. They
agree.
recline. They have little heaters built in. Some of them massage you. Why don't some of them just open up into a little toilet?
You didn't see it, did you? Allie? Omar, you see it?
No, I did not. It's on my list. I will see it eventually.
Yeah.
We should all go take a field trip and see it together.
I just don't think I can hire a babysitter for that long.
I know. It's overtime.
Like if I see a movie, I'm like, I think I need 2 hours tops.
Yeah, pay overtime.
Yeah, exactly. Heavy TV watching, speaking of watching a lot of screens, has been associated now with smaller brain structures, according to a new study. And it is that theory that TV will rot your brain. It has actually kind of been proven true with this new study. They said that the people who reported watching TV very often later exhibited reduced volume in certain areas of the brain, mainly associated with memory.
What is wrong with your brain?
So they said that it will also it'll age you faster, increase your stroke risk, and it will have faster cognitive decline, which could lead to dementia.
That's not our fault.
And they said it's worse with men.
Shows have gotten better. I mean, not that soccer game was a bore, but I mean, for the most part, shows have gotten better. So, of course, we're going to have cognitive decline. I did feel myself cognitive declining during the finals of the World Cup.
Well, yeah, that was just insufferable. But it seems like now we're able to sit for longer. Like Johnny said, everyone's able to sit through that movie without going to the bathroom for the most part. Everyone can sit and watch for a longer period where more people needed breaks. 20, 30 years ago because people weren't used to watching so much TV.
And just the concept that in general, if you were watching shows that would have built-in commercial breaks, you'd get up, you'd walk around a little bit, you'd have maybe a conversation, whereas now you could stream a show that's got 9 seasons and you could really find yourself not having to leave the couch for 8 hours.
Oh, you could get bed sores.
Great.
There's no reason to leave the couch anymore.
The ultimate compliment to a show is that I got bed sores watching this show because it means that you really were locked in. I mean, that's a real compliment.
Yeah,
I think
that's
so.
a competition.
And
you're winning.
If you were one of these people that were feeling yourself having cognitive decline during the World Cup finals yesterday, this is probably the reason why, because no one listened to this great listener of ours, Allie, that could have sped that up.
Hey, what's up, guys? Sweet Divots. I feel like my idea for 2 soccer balls in the overtime would have really spiced up this World Cup final. And you would get a lot of soccer purists and soccer nerds saying, hey, that's not real soccer. It's like, yeah, we tried real soccer for 90 minutes and it was 0-0.
Yeah.
So, and they would still watch it and they would love it. And you'd get new fans, So, yeah, that game was kind of boring.
Yeah.
And lame. Take it easy.
But we all got cognitive decline as a result of it.
Also, you want to know something that happened in 3 minutes and 47 seconds? The world's fastest mile happened over the weekend. This is probably one of the most productive people.
I saw
over
that
the weekend.
guy.
This British runner, Josh Kerr, he broke the world record for the mile time in London, 3 minutes and 42.66 seconds. And he beat the world record, which I believe was set in the 90s, 1999. And it was 3 minutes, 43.13 seconds. So he beat it by nearly half a second. And now you got to wonder, where are we headed next? Like, how fast can humans really go?
I looked at the clip. It didn't even look like he was sprinting, but I guess he was. Maybe he was.
But that's what, like, runners sometimes, when you're just watching them, you're like, oh, okay, that doesn't look that hard.
Yeah.
But then when you try and do, like, have you ever seen an idiot like me run?
Oh,
it
my
looks
God.
like a real struggle.
It's a
Like,
whole
they make it
different
look hard
situation.
because it is hard for me, but for them it looks easy.
Well, congratulations. Rough weekend to accomplish things in sports because most of the focus was obviously on Spain and Messi and whatever team he's on. But the reality is that guy is going to have himself a world record. And
For a long time.
You can't take that away from him until the robots come and destroy that world record. We'll get into a brand new hour of the show in moments. And it will perhaps be the greatest hour of your life on a Monday morning. How the hell goes it? We are Klein and Ally Show.
It's Klein and Ally Show. 106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. The Sonic Pulse of Los Angeles. This is the world famous KROQ.
Summer hours. Welcome to just after 10 o'clock on a Monday morning. We are Klein and Ally Show, and this is KROQ. I'm in recovery mode from Vegas, but obviously everyone who is watching World Cup recovery mode from all of the excitement that was that. And now we will never
What's their excitement?
never think of it or speak of it again for the next 4 years.
I'm gonna be sad.
Vanessa gave us a long diatribe yesterday about how the only thing ruining football, or soccer as we call it, is Americans, and that it's a beautiful thing.
Not say that.
I read your little. You gave us this hate. She sent it. You guys get that too, or just me? She sent us
It's
some
funny
hate.
that she loves the World Cup so much because I feel like it's made her so mean.
Mean Vanessa has been.
I'm acting like the boys act when they watch any type of sport. Why'd you do that, man?
Once every 4 years, we get mean Vanessa. She comes every 4 years, and she's all aggressive and mean and emotional. And anyway, grab some M&Ms out of my lady drawer, Vanessa, if you need those to calm down.
Well, she also was watching while extremely hungover, so I think that affected her ability to watch.
Yeah, if you're getting drunk out in public, your job is to record everything you do. You understand that? I don't like when you're out there drinking and you're not recording. That's not fair for the rest of us. This hour on the show, we'll do an AMA with a lifeguard. Lifeguards are a lot more than just sitting in that chair twirling that whistle.
Looking pretty.
That's part of it, yes. But these days, especially with everything that's been going on beaches and riptides and currents, they've been stepping up, and we're going to do an AMA with a legitimate lifeguard, ask every question we've ever wanted to know. Like, do all the lifeguards bang each other? That probably happens. Do they not do mouth-to-mouth on ugly people, right? These are all questions we're thinking, right?
I'm sure they don't do mouth-to-mouth on ugly people.
You're dead, Ugo.
So
all the people who have died and being swept away, they were all just ugly?
They probably do Heimlich on the uggos and do mouth-to-mouth on the ones that are hot. I would imagine, but we'll...
Or they get like a rookie lifeguard,
Yeah.
and they like hazing.
They have to drink first.
Come on, you kiss her!
I gotta get 4 shots down before I can do mouth to mouth on this uggo. Anyway, we'll find out a little bit later this hour. It'll be AMA with a lifeguard. Johnny Doesn't Know could score you some tickets so that you can go to this festival. It's happening in Santa Monica in September. You'll be seeing The Killers and Jack White and Sublime and many others. That full lineup is listed at KROQ and on the socials. So we will get you into there as well. I just want to let you know, Allie, on the GOAT line, there's a variety of messages from things that happened last week on the show. I guess we'll start with this. This is someone that is convinced that that dentist that I was going to go to, the one that I met with at 5 in the morning, is not an actual dentist. And I know a lot of people think that way. This person's going to try to help my snoring. But listen to this call.
Hey, this message is for Klein. So my neighbor is actually a dentist. And I asked him, what's the earliest time that you ever go into the office? And he was like, about like 8, 9 o'clock. And I'm like, have you ever gone into the office at like 3 o'clock in the morning? And he was like, no, why would I do that? I'm sleeping. So I'm 100% convinced that your special dentist is the janitor. And he's selling you stuff that you shouldn't buy. Yeah, you need to find somebody different unless you just like gag balls in your mouth to help your snoring situation. But, all right. Anyway, sweet debit.
What a great scam that would be if you're a janitor at a dentist's office and you start seeing patients in the early hours of the morning.
Yeah, from 3 to 6, you got your lab coat on.
Well,
you're just swindling people. What a great idea.
Guy had a coat on. As soon as I saw him in that lab coat, I said, this guy must be the dentist.
Yeah, but he's MIA now, isn't he?
But he said he was going to be doing some travel. He said he had some travel. A lot of people are concerned for my mouth. I appreciate you.
You don't go to a dentist for anything related to sleep. I'm sorry. You need to get rid of that doctor. You need to report him to the medical board.
Okay.
And you need to find a sleep doctor that can help you through this. Please don't go back and see that man.
No, I'm going back. I'm committed now.
Only if you've been accepted.
Yeah,
right?
if he accepts me.
Still in the process?
He says I'll hear from him in 7 to 14 days, depending on his travel.
Does any of this sound normal to you?
Yeah. Yeah, this guy's the best, I think. He's probably the best.
World famous KROQ.
Klein Ally Show.
Klein Ally Show.
KROQ.
How would you like to call and play a little game with Postmaster Johnny and win your way into an amazing festival that was just announced that you will be in Santa Monica on September 26th with the Killers, Jack White, Sublime, and many others. It's called the Ocean Wave Festival, and it's on the beach. Toes in the sand, bands on the big stage, and you will be there. Great lineup for a debut inaugural festival here in Southern California. I know what you're thinking. We don't have enough festivals.
We need more.
We need more festivals. So Jason, as you know, is the greatest stretch of months of the year from July straight up through November. And this puts you right in the middle of Jason. If you'd like to win your way into the show, all you got to do is answer one question. And the only one standing between you and that potential prize is a man by the name of Postmaster Johnny.
You know, I thought this would be a great punishment later in the year. I believe it takes place in October and November. This is not local, but for the first time ever, there is a gluten-free festival. All gluten-free food so that gluten-free people can just enjoy a food festival without having to worry.
What will they possibly talk about when they can't talk about how I don't know if I can have that?
Sorry, I'm gluten. Oh, you too? Oh, you too?
Oh,
sorry, I can't have that.
Sounds like the worst LA people ever.
That's
terrible festival.
That's going to be that festival is not in LA.
It's not
though?
in LA, no, but it's like a big. I guess it's going to be a big go-to for the gluten-free community, and I thought it'd be great to make one person on the show go, particularly you.
Does it happen during Jason?
It is during Jason. Yeah.
Add it to the list.
Add it to
there
the
we
list.
go. All the good
Gluten-free
things.
fest.
Johnny, you have one question and a lot of people that want in, so hopefully they're able to predict correctly. Once again, I don't know if you're feeling smart this weekend or you were feeling smart.
I was feeling hot this weekend. It was balls hot this weekend.
Yes, it was, yes.
Yeah.
You went to the beach?
Yeah, on Sunday, I had to escape for like at least 4 or 5 hours.
And you went to the that long-ass movie to sit in the air conditioning for 3 hours
The
plus.
greatest movie, The Odyssey. I love that movie so much.
Better than the app, the Odyssey app?
Way better than the Odyssey app, yeah.
All right.
Way better.
Johnny is the guy that's going to stand between you and this prize, and we say good morning. Well, first, let's get into your theme song. It's time for Johnny Doesn't Know.
Johnny doesn't know. And I was like, okay. Oh, Johnny doesn't know. I didn't know Vegas was like Nevada for like a while. Johnny doesn't know. Johnny doesn't know. Gelato sounds like Jello. Johnny doesn't know. It like goes wiggles.
All right. One question only. You don't need to know the answer. You just need to know if Johnny will know the answer. We're about to talk to a lifeguard for an AMA, everything we've ever wanted to know from a lifeguard. And so to get you ready for that chat, which will be happening in moments, we have a question that I'm sure a lifeguard knows the answer to, but will Johnny know the answer to this question? We say hi to Colleen in Chatsworth. Good morning, Colleen.
Hi.
All right, here we go. You don't need the answer, just will Johnny know the answer? Johnny, what does CPR stand for? Will Johnny know what CPR stands for? In fact, I'm going to say before he only has to get one of the letters.
What?
Whoa. Wow. What? Really?
Do you think Johnny will be able to get one of the letters in CPR?
One of the letters? Yes, he will know. Come on, Johnny.
All right. She will know.
All right.
Johnny, let's start with the C. Let's just start with the C. CPR.
Okay, so it's been a while since I've been certified for CPR.
Oh, you were certified at some point?
I was certified when I was a preschool teacher. They made us do it every 2 years.
I'd be very worried for my child in your classroom.
I could save him. I know how to do it on a baby and how to do it on young infants. You don't slap them.
That guy over there's certified. Johnny's there eating Legos.
All right, nobody slap him.
No, they're not Legos. We have the big little mega blocks because kids can't play. Anyways,
for you, probably for Johnny's sake.
Yeah.
Don't try to fit the mega blocks in your mouth. Johnny, CPR. All they have to do is get one of the letters in CPR. She says you will know. Up for grabs. She gets to go to the beach in Santa Monica, see a bunch of bands. Yeah. Johnny, CPR. You said you were trained in this, but it's been years.
Yeah, it's been 6 years.
You're supposed to get that, I think, recertified every year, I believe.
I think it lasts for a few years, but I'm not sure.
Yeah. I did one before I had my first kid, and it was weird. A guy showed up at my house with a bag full of little babies, and then the whole thing was so strange.
I was certified in dog CPR, never human CPR.
What a waste.
Yeah.
What a waste.
If Ollie's around in an emergency, you better hope there's a doodle involved, or she's useless.
Yep, I know how to breathe into the snout.
All right, once again, Johnny.
Let's see.
She says you said, I can tell you're stalling.
I'm not stalling. I'm actually thinking. I know at least one, I think, for sure. The P, I'm a little lost
Come on, Johnny.
I don't know the P, but C has got to stand for certified.
Okay.
P. No. Wait, let me finish, bro.
Well, he's getting it right. She said you'll know, and he's got 3 chances to get it right, so here we go.
P, I think, might stand for preliminary. So certified, preliminary, and then R is for resuscitation. That's what I know.
Thank you, Johnny.
That was the only one I know.
I know what the R stands for with Johnny.
Don't say, go ahead. You can say it. It's 2026. Go ahead. Yeah, that's what.
C stands for
Cardio.
certified, you believe?
No.
The CP is connected. Does that help you at all?
CP?
Yeah.
The only CP I know is Chris Paul.
Right, you got it.
I don't know CP.
Chris Paul resuscitation.
Chris Paul resuscitation.
Cardio.
Pulmonary. Cardiopulmonary resuscitation.
He got the resuscitation part, though, which means congratulations, Colleen. You're going to this festival at the beach, and if you fall down and can't breathe, Johnny will be there to slap you and feed you a Lego. So hold on.
Johnny, thank you.
You're welcome.
Johnny got you in because he knew one of the letters in CPR. Colleen, you're going. Congrats. More tickets coming up next hour. Sublime and the Killers and Jack White and others. We come back from this quick break with a person that knows a lot about CPR. He's a real-life lifeguard. He's perhaps saved your life. He sits there. Which beach is he from, Vanessa?
Sorry, say that one more
Which
time.
beach is our lifeguard calling from? Which beach does he work at?
He's actually in Hawaii right now, but he is a lifeguard from
Hawaii. I should have called.
That's like the Olympics for
Should have called him
lifeguards.
from Vegas. So he's in Hawaii now, but where does he? Where's his main post?
Oh, man. You're going to have to ask him. California.
Okay.
Great.
All right.
She's not wrong.
I will ask him. That'll be the first question. It's an AMA with a lifeguard. Everything you've ever wanted to know from someone who does this professionally, and we will come back with that after this.
Hello, this is Brandon Flowers from The Killers. Lock your speed dial on KROQ.
Listen to KROQ every hour from 9 to 6 to win a pair of tickets. Ocean Wave Festival, Saturday, September 26th at the beach in Santa Monica.
Oh, is that what they're calling it now?
With The Killers, Jack White, Sublime, and more.
How's everybody doing? See me ride a bass so I can fix this till the sun blows up in the sky.
Courtesy of Golden Voice. Tickets and info at oceanwavefestival.com.
Keep listening for your chance to win.
On the world famous KROQ Rock and Roll.
KROQ.
Hey, Rock, we are Klein and Ally's show. Yes, we do a lot of talking on the show. Ally and I are not experts in anything. However, we like to find experts and ask them questions and let you ask them questions as well, because perhaps you've been on the beach recently and you look up at that lifeguard and you go, man, I got a lot of questions for that guy, but he's too busy trying to save lives right now, so I can't ask stupid questions like how much urine must you put on a jellyfish sting. That's where we come in, right?
So when you're just sitting there sexily twirling your whistle, just know that that's what we're wondering.
We have a
look
lot
at
of
you.
questions. We look at you. We
Up
think to
there in your
ourselves,
lifeguard tower.
what goes on in that tower? Is there AC in the tower? Do you
No
have
way.
These are all questions. We're going to get answers in a moment. We got a guy who's been a lifeguard for a long-ass time. In fact, since he was 16 years old, he started as a lifeguard. I would imagine he's probably saved some lives in that time. He is a lifeguard in Southern California, although I do believe he's joining us on the phone from Hawaii right now. His name is Dasco. It's just another thing. I think you have to have a cool name when you're a lifeguard. Good morning, and thank you for being on KROQ. Hi.
Good morning. How are you guys doing? Thanks for having me on.
Good. Of course, we have a lot of questions. Some of them are from us and others are from our listeners. And don't take offense to any of these. We just want to know more about what it is that you do.
You got it. I will answer them to the best of my ability.
So my first question is, which comes first, the hotness or the job? Are you hot, so you're like, I should be a lifeguard, or are you a lifeguard, therefore you become hot?
That's a good question. So there's obviously some physical parameters you need to get the job first. However, the byproduct of standing out in the ocean and getting tan all the time is also a factor. So I would say both, if I'm going to answer that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because 818 press on the text line, how come I never see any fat lifeguards? And I guess that makes it would be a hard job to do if you were very fat, because there's a lot of running involved in swimming, right?
That's debatable because there's definitely some people that have a larger body habitus that exists that are much faster swimmers than you'd think. I mean, just look at like the Serbian water polo team who's smoking cigarettes on the pool deck.
Right.
They still get first in the Olympics, you know?
I would think that you could get a job if you're like a heavier lifeguard to be the sitter and the twirler with the binoculars, but then you call a different person would do the running into the ocean.
Right, you're the menacing
yeah.
there guy.
Yeah. I wish it worked that way. That would actually be really nice.
Yeah.
I heard that lifeguarding, though, the training for that is extremely long and rigorous. Is that true? How long does it take?
Yeah, that's true. Depends what agency you work for. I think at a minimum, it's about 8 days, and every day is obviously a lot of running in the soft sand, barefoot, swimming, in the ocean. Depending on, I guess we're talking about ocean lifeguarding here. Obviously, you've got the pool side and stuff too, but yeah, in the ocean it's nonstop, and then if you mess up or don't go fast enough, I mean, you get disqualified. We need you to be able to be quick and athletic for sure.
323 wants to know, what is the greatest gift and or tip you've received after saving someone's life?
So yeah, that's good. People offer gifts and tips all the time. However, legally it's actually not allowed for us to take them, but people definitely, after you rescue someone, I've been offered $100 bill and other things, but we politely decline. However, I will say, if you offer us barbecue, pizza, any food you might be cooking while you're at the beach, that doesn't count. We will gladly take any food. So if you feed the lifeguards, that qualifies. And that, I think the best thing I had an entire family with a giant, like I'm talking like almost the size of half of a bathtub of like a wok cooking noodles and like Asian style cuisine, and they fed the entire beach that day.
Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is it true that lifeguards get access to better bathrooms than the grody, disgusting beach bathrooms that all of us are accustomed to?
Oh, no, quite the opposite. So there are no bathrooms in a lifeguard tower. And you can't leave your post when you're watching the water, right? If you look away for just a second, someone might go under the water, right? Drowning is silent. It's not this thing that we see like in the movies. So in fact, we'd have to get someone to come give us a break to use the grody bathrooms as like a privilege. So I'll let you do the imagination as to how that happens in the lifeguard tower.
714 wants to know if you're saving hot people, do you use CPR when not necessary because they're attractive?
That is a classic question. We don't discriminate against people that we save, whether they're hot or not. And we don't use our medical terminology.
We have a chance, Allie, to survive. Go ahead.
we don't use our medical skills unless they're indicated.
You have weaponry in the lifeguard tower as well. If you saw Allie, maybe you would think that's a whale in the ocean, harpoon or something. Do you have anything if you would need to protect in addition to just your skills?
Look, anything is a weapon in a lifeguard tower if someone starts attacking you on the beach, but. We have the hard lifeguard cans and then the lifeguard buoys or tubes that we call, which are soft. So they're two different styles. You see the red buoys or cans. The cans are the hard plastic ones.
Oh, yeah.
And actually, so those, you can put those in between you and the victim, because a lot of times when people are in panic, they will try to attack you. So you do need, let's call it, weapon is a strong word, but let's call it a defense item. The fins, I don't know if you've ever gotten slapped with one of those fins, but that also hurts as well, especially when we do our training stuff. So those can be utilized. But I don't know if you guys just saw, there was the news story of the LA County lifeguards that just apprehended that guy that was on the manhunt. He jumped off the pier and they used the paddle. He was in the water and they used the paddleboard and the cans to grab him for the police.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
The rule used to be if you could escape the police and jump in the water, you were free.
That's what I did in Grand Theft Auto.
Right. That's all you got to do. But in real life.
No.
Yeah.
Now,
these are all the things the lifeguards do that people don't know about.
What is the craziest rescue you've ever done? And what is the biggest mistake people make to put themselves in like a dangerous situation?
Oh, goodness. You'd need several more hours on your show for us to go through a bunch of them. But actually, I won't use my rescue as an example. The craziest rescue that comes to mind right now is a buddy of mine, and this was down in San Elijo State Beach in the North County there was a wedding proposal on a hot air balloon, which the wind took them over the ocean, and they couldn't land it, right, because you can't land it in the water, and they were floating outward. You know when we get those Santa Ana winds that just push outward out in the ocean? And so what they did was the operator lowered the hot air balloon just enough to where they could throw the line down to the lifeguard on the paddleboard to paddle them back in to land it so they wouldn't have to crash land in the water.
Man, so there's just a lifeguard paddleboarding a hot air balloon to shore?
Casually, yes. Just another day in the life.
310 wants to know, do you get boners when hot people are on the beach in bikinis?
Back to hot people.
Interesting. Well, so I will send that back. I wouldn't answer that question. I'll send it back to them that we wear trunks and bikinis, and so that would be pretty obvious if we had certain aspects of our body. It's pretty out in the open for that. They can answer it themselves.
909 wants to know, have you ever punched a shark in the face?
Actually, recently also in San Diego, you've seen that there's this clip that went kind of viral.
The big great white, the biggest on record.
Yeah. No. There was a whale that the great white shark was eating, and one of our guards actually went down and had to, because they have to tow that whale out to sea further so it doesn't wash in. So while the great white shark was eating the whale on the other side, he went down, tied the line around the tail so that they could tow it out with the jet ski. So not quite punching a shark in the face, but I would say that's pretty freaking close.
Wow, I mean, to tie the thing to the whale while the shark was eating it?
Yeah, because I mean, you can't shoo the shark away from a carcass, right?
Shoo!
There's no way to
get out of here.
There's no way to, there's no squirt bottle to get it to know when it's doing a bad thing,
Now, what is the 714 wanted to know? What is the least respected job for the lifeguard and the most respected? Is the least respected like kids' pool, and the most respected is like surf beach in Hawaii?
Okay, I think I see which way that question's going. In general, people don't know what lifeguards do. In general, they think we're Baywatch, and everything is least respected because they think we're just tanning and checking out chicks, which, as evidenced by a lot of the questions. But actually, whether you're in a pool or recreate, I mean, you've got pools like Atlantis, the massive Disneyland water parks where you have thousands of people. So whether you're in a pool, you're in the ocean, you're in Hawaii, you're anywhere in the world for that matter, if your airway goes under the water and you stop breathing, that feeling is the same, right? You have to put a good mask seal, return oxygen to that person's brain, and with people screaming at you, hope that you bring them back to life. So there's no least or more respected. I think it's a matter of perspective and seeing what you understand about the profession. But we get to do some pretty crazy cool stuff no matter which environment, whether it is Hawaii or California or anywhere.
323 wants to know, do you respect the sandcastle if racing into the ocean to make a rescue? Will you attempt to leap over or move around, or will you just plow right through the sandcastle?
That's actually a great question. Navigating the beach environment like that, we do our best to avoid if we can, because we like to keep the public happy. But, every single time there's a situation where you fall into a hole or you trip, and then you'll do a yard sale trying to navigate, the buckets and the kids and the towels on a busy day. You could only imagine all that stuff. And I will say, just as a public safety thing, what people don't know, digging holes at the beach is like one of the most underestimated hazards, because when the sand collapses on you, well, it's cool until it's not.
Yeah, we
right?
found out last week it's deadlier than shark attacks because people are getting in the holes they dug and then the sand's collapsing on them, right?
Correct. And you can't, sand is so heavy, pure cubic, cubic square inch or whatever, that you literally can't, you could have most of their body out, but if their leg's still stuck in there, you can't pull them out. So now imagine your head's the thing that's stuck down there and you can't breathe. It's the same as drowning. People just don't know.
Dasco is a lifeguard paramedic on with us right now. Been doing lifeguarding a long-ass time, over, I think, 2 decades, saving lives. How many lives do you think you've individually saved? That is a question coming through from 818.
Sure. That's a tough question, right? Because the majority of what lifeguards do is preventative, right? So if I go to, let's say, a family of 10 people that were just about to set up their tent right in front of a massive rip current, which they told you, hey, we can't swim, we're worried about what's going on today in the ocean, and I tell them to move 100 yards to the south so they can set their stuff up somewhere else where they'll go in the water where it's safer. Does that count? So we don't really count lives saved and stuff. Now, if you're asking me about dramatic rescues where someone's climbing the ladder and barely making it underwater and stuff. Those, you kind of didn't do your job if you're lifeguarding good, and those happen less frequently. But I've definitely had a couple in different instances.
562, I know the answer to this, but I'll ask you anyway. Is it true that female lifeguards will not go into the ocean if it's not their hair washing day?
No matter on the hair day, the lifeguards go in no matter what.
Sometimes it makes them sexier.
I would imagine.
And as somebody who's constantly in a lifeguard tower and people watching at the beach, what is the most annoying beach behavior? I mean, there are people doing very annoying things at the beach that we as just regular people have to deal with. But since you see it all the time, what is the top?
That is a great question. I'm really trying to answer this well because there are so many. I mean, watching the beach environment is such a unique and interesting thing, and I've seen a lot of crazy stuff. I don't think there's any singular activity that's annoying. It's if you ask them to stop, let's say it's like someone sets up a tent so you can't see the water, or they're playing blasting loud music and you can't hear your radio, whatever. When you ask somebody to kindly stop and they don't listen, I would say that's the most annoying, because I love seeing all the crazy stuff people do at the beach. I've seen, people carrying their cat while they're kite surfing a skateboard, right? Like all these crazy things. But if it's dangerous or if it's impeding our job, that's when it gets annoying. Otherwise, we love people having fun and doing crazy, weird stuff.
This question came through a bit, so I'll just read this to you and then we'll wrap it up. But if people are having sex on the beach, do you let them finish or do you break it up?
So there's a reason why tents aren't allowed at the beach that are closed on all four sides. We have to see through. Now, certain times in off season, if maybe you see a tent and you say, well, I'll get back to that later. We don't really know what's going on inside there, but I'll let you do the math.
Yeah.
Oh, we hate math.
Oh. I didn't know you were going to get all boring with math. All right, forget it. Interview's over now. Well, anyway.
Thank you, Dasco.
Dasco, this guy's got a podcast all about lifeguarding. It's called The Lifeguard Project. I would imagine it's a good listen to, so we'll go and put up the link to that on our Instagram. Thank you for spending some of your time. By the way, during this chat, he was supposed to be watching the water. Now 11 people have died, so he could talk to us.
Shark ate him.
Worth it, I think. So thank you for joining us on KROQ, and thanks for protecting us here in Southern California. Greatly appreciate you.
Thank you, guys. That was fun. Thank you.
All right, cool. That was fun until the math part. Then it became unfun real quick.
Fun is code for dumb.
If you ever want to get out of a chat with us, just say it's time to do the math, and we will end the
Goodbye.
No time for math.
You'll let me?
We'll do some takeaways and wrap up the show after this on KROQ.
KROQ. Klein Alley Show. Mornings on KROQ. KROQ. Yeah! KROQ.
KROQ, we are Klein Alley Show. Math free since 93. Let's get into some takeaways from today's show, and then we'll officially get the hell out of here. And I don't know if you want to take this as good news or bad news, but it's news. Instead of Sluggo, after we get off the air, your good friend Postmaster Johnny will be sitting here to get you through the next 4 hours and give away some more of those tickets so you can go to that cool new festival happening in Santa Monica with the Killers, and Sublime, Jack White, and others. And all you got to do is just keep listening to KROQ because you'll have another chance to win those tickets coming up in about 15 minutes. And then all day long right here on KROQ.
Good thing you don't need to know CPR to do this job.
No, you do
Just
not.
being here by himself.
Takeaways. What do we got?
626, my takeaway is Chad gave up candy.
Oh, man. Chad, give up candy for pregnancy.
626, the most American thing ever is eagle on eagle violence. 650, don't slap the kids. 714, Klein's Funner Summer was made up of horny moms and staring at a fountain.
It was a waterfall, first of all, not a fountain. I wouldn't waste my time on mushrooms staring at a fountain.
818, Jiminy Cricket is Jake's newest roommate. 818, we've all been lied to about Alaska. And 714, my takeaway is Johnny is certified to save a small infant or toddler that swallowed a Lego.
Yeah, but that's it. Anything outside of that, good luck. You're on your own, kid. What's your takeaway from today's show, Vanessa?
PSA, you don't slap babies during CPR.
Don't slap the babies.
Slap 'em.
Don't. Although you are
slap
kind
the
of supposed to karate chop them a little bit, if I remember correctly. Johnny, takeaway?
Yeah, Allie is the Fat and the Furious.
She's the Fat and the Furious. More tickets for you tomorrow to go on that Fat and Furious ride at Universal. That's actually the Fast and the Furious ride, and we will get you in Universal Studios again tomorrow morning with a 4-pack of tickets. Jake the Nerd, you got a takeaway?
Yeah, we're just a bunch of weighted dummies.
We are. We sure are. It's not the nicest way to talk about humans, but that's what we are. Allie, takeaway?
My takeaway is Jake is the kick-it-cring.
He's the Kiki Krang. Don't be fooled. Omar, takeaway?
Mushrooms and waterfalls. That's what Vegas is all about.
That's what it's all about. That's what built that town, man. Let's get into this, then we'll get out of here. And remember, tomorrow we're back at it again for another whatever the hell this show is. And thank you to our lifeguard guest for joining us a moment ago. Thank you for everyone for interacting and participating. If you need us in the meantime, there's a GOAT line for you, 844-956-GOAT. Leave your messages there. Or if you want to, find us on Instagram or go to KROQ YouTube and check out today's show with your eye holes. All right, goodbye.
Klein and Ally, it's just okay. Do-do-do. Klein and Ally, it's just okay.
Oh.
Klein and Ally, it's just okay. Just okay. Do-do-do.
KROQ, world famous KROQ.
KROQ. Klein Alley Show.